How we doing? We got a lot of people in here to start the day. What's up, people? How we doing? All right, so Monday, new week, finished Friday green. That was pretty sweet. So right now, market's kind of just flickering around. So we got the SPY down about 0.36. Not too crazy in terms of what we've seen over the last couple of days. I got some interesting stuff for you guys this morning. I was looking around and I was like, that's a bit weird. We're going to take a look at that. There's like a couple things. So we got something going on with Citadel and then something weird going on with AMC's Ortex data that I think is kind of interesting that could show us some interesting things that could be coming up. So AMC right now is down about 0.86%. I do have BBIG up here as well. I believe they're getting some cryptide news. So let's see what happens with that. Pre-market high of 314. They're currently down about 1%. And we got GME down about 0.5% right now. But how we doing, people? Ready for another killer? If we can have another day like Friday in terms of 1348, I'm going to be a very, very happy guy. So how about those Rams? I watched a little bit of the games. You guys watch some football this weekend? Stonko tracker for AMC, 5.2 million shares down to 2.8 million. Yeah, see, I've used Stonko tracker in the past a couple of times, but like on Ortex right now, it's like 2,500 shares have been borrowed. But let's go into some of this stuff. Also, if you guys don't mind, on the way in, dropping some likes on the stream just helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. I think I'm the only one streaming right now. So let's give some people a place to go to get some AMC stuff. So right now, utilization on AMC. Interesting. What's going on over here? We got utilization jumping up randomly to 80.39. So remember what we've been saying about utilization and cost to borrow and pressure getting put on the shorts. Well, when we were seeing lower utilization, we were seeing really low cost to borrow. Now, why was the utilization still low? Oh yeah, TMI is still traveling. So why was utilization so low? Well, we've seen institutional purchases of AMC skyrocket over the last like 3 quarters. They've been buying a lot of shares, so much so that in terms of like the reporting at the end of Q3, it looked like they owned 30% of whatever was out there. Now, let's say they own, this will be a good way to explain it. So there's a number of shares. So they own 30% of what is supposed to be out there. Now, we could own way more. It's possible with all those random synthetic BS shares that are out there. But that's what it says that they owned. Now, it doesn't really matter. Like it just matters how much they owned in terms of affecting the utilization, which is why it was pushing it so low, because they were saying, hey, we will lend these shares, but they're not actually going out on loan, which is keeping the utilization so low. Now, randomly, it shoots up to 80. That's kind of weird. So when the utilization shoots up to 80 like that, it's like, either they all said that they're not willing to lend out more shares. So they took the denominator of the shares on loan versus shares willing to lend. They took that bottom part and we're like, nope, we're not lending more shares on this thing. It's not worth it to them right now because the cost of borrows are so low and they're not seeing that happen, which if that's the case, they're going to increase the utilization. They're going to create scarcity in the securities lending market and potentially jack up the cost to borrow again, because we're still going to see the shorts the demand is still there for these shares, but the supply is going to come down according to what we're seeing in the utilization. Very interesting. Now, let's come over and take a look at what GME. I haven't even looked at GME today. They had pretty high utilization, 85. They were seeing cost of borrow step up. GME utilization. Oh, shit. All right, people, it's heating up. So a lot of people are saying, oh, my God, it's over. Blah, 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 blah. No, none of that nonsense. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time to play out. But with what we're seeing on this data right now, there's some things that you need to look at. GME's utilization, 86. Estimated short interest right now, 18.27. So they borrowed already a lot on GME today, but look at what this freaking cost to borrow is right now. The average cost to borrow is 5.19%. What were we seeing it a month ago? 1%, 2%? We saw it maybe get up to 3% in the last week, and that was really high. Now it's 5%. So all of those shorts that have outstanding short positions, these 11.42 million shares that we're seeing here, they're going to be paying more money. Now, that is a cover catalyst. That is a reason why shorts would want to get out of their position, because think about it. The stocks have fallen so much just with the market coming down. They've been really coming down. So right now, I think what they're doing in terms of like the shorting of the stock, they're not shorting it on fundamentals right now. They're shorting it on technicals. They're looking at like you can see on 1348 with AMC on the 4-hour when it crossed. And it's literally identical to when they started attacking it. So when we look right here, There was a 1348 cross right here back in November. There was a 1348 cross right back here in the end of December. And what has happened? It's just been down. So when you look at like the death cross, everything else, it's like, all right, well, the technicals have said it's going to go down and they've just been continuing to short it. But when we see that the cost of borrow is going up on them, well, they're not just like they're not getting their free lunch anymore. Because when they were getting that little free lunch with like, okay, low cost of borrow, the utilization was still coming down as they were sending all those shares out on loan because the institutions had so many of them. They were like, yeah, whatever. We're still paying the same amount or even less as the stock is coming down. Not anymore. So this is interesting, people. I might tweet this out. Ooh, I like it. I like it. This is interesting. How's everybody doing today? We doing good? Ooh. This is great. Yeah, for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Just helps out a whole lot. And then again, guys, once the market opens, you guys know what to do with the 1348 crosses. Just call them out where they're happening. I'll pull them up and we'll see what's going on with those. We absolutely crushed it on Friday with that like 500% Affirm, 100% Uber, 100% DraftKings. And then I threw out, I couldn't trade it, but that 200% AMD at the end of the day, you guys were killing it. All right, everybody. Nah, TMI's just traveling, people. He's good. He's good. AMC Apes not leaving. Joanne, you want a BBIG Ortex update? Yep. Then we're gonna go over some of the Citadel stuff. So this is so hold on. So BBIG Ortex 32.2% estimated shorted, 2% cost to borrow, 100% utilization. This thing is shorted. Let's see here. AMC right now down about 0.86. We got the SPY down about 0.17. But so we did get a little 1348 cross in the pre-market on the SPY. It doesn't really matter though, but it's above the 200 EMA. So if it ends up crossing in market hours, maybe it could be a decent time to take some calls. But something that I'll probably be doing today is probably if I see a cross in like the first hour of trading, I'll play it very like 100, very, very small, like $100. Because we see the market just freak out in the morning in like the first like hour and a half usually of trading, and then it starts to pick its direction in the way it's going to go for like the next 2-3 hours. So you can try to get in a little early with the cross, but I mean, you saw the Rivian. The one trade I lost on Friday was Rivian, and it was up at one point. Then the market reversed, and I was like, shit. All righty. I'm here for the Fed talk. No Fed talk today. That was last week. All right. So let's get into some of the Citadel stuff because a lot of people like to talk about like, I know where it comes from, but like that whole different price thing. So it has to do with the national best bid and offer. I've shown you guys the fact sheet before as in a video. I think it was a while ago. I've done it a couple of times, but there's a way where these institutions can fill orders that are outside the NBBO, but it's due to liquidity issues. Like when there's not enough liquidity in it, it's like where are the buyers and sellers willing to transact with what the NBBO, the national best bid and offer are at the current time on those OTC markets. But that like transacting on the OTC markets, but the NBBO is going to remain the same. So the highest percentage away that you can fill orders, according to like FINRA, is 30%. And AMC and GME do not fall under that specific category to be able to fill those orders 30% out. But Citadel has been getting in trouble. It looks like so when you take a look at this FINRA report right here, broker check Citadel Securities, Joshua James on Twitter posted this out, so shout out to him. This is a really, really solid filing right here. It's basically this filing right here is all of the violations that Citadel has had, I believe, in 2021. There's a lot of them, and the fines are really small. I talked about this in the video yesterday on Saturday. And then coming down here, let's see. So allegations without admitting or denying the findings. This is the first one of like 38, I believe. Maybe more. The firm consented to the sanctions and to the entry of the findings that it failed to establish and maintain reasonable risk management controls and supervisory procedures reasonably designed to prevent the entry of erroneous orders by rejecting orders that exceed appropriate price or size parameters. So they didn't reject them. The findings stated that the firm did not apply certain pre-trade erroneous order controls to certain options limit orders. So this one has to do with options. There's a bunch of them that have to do with options. But then when you scroll down, it has to do with equity, which is stocks. So looking at this right here, the findings stated that the firm's pre-trade applicable adoptions limit orders included a price control that would reject limit orders that were priced at a certain percentage away from the national best bid and offer. Remember that percentage thing that we were just talking about. There's a certain percentage away that you're allowed to fill them on those OTC markets. So when people say like the price is actually this on this, it's not. There's a certain percentage away that you're allowed to fill them at. But even Citadel is just like violating it right here. Um, However, when an option order was canceled and replaced, sounds like spoofing, the price control was not applied to the replaced option order. So they didn't apply that certain percentage. So they were just filling random orders, like willy-nilly, just screwing around. Um, that's this one. And then it's the same thing with equity. They just do it again. This is the same thing right here. The same thing right here. Risk control NBBO, and the fines for these 15 grand, nothing. It's absolutely insane. That's why when people look at these SEC rules and they're like, this is going to be the best thing ever, it's a great step in the right direction, but how enforceable is it? Like, what are the penalties for not following these rules? Is it going to be like a big fine that's actually going to mean something to these big institutions, or is it going to be like another just cost of doing business rule where they can just be like, yeah, whatever, here's some money, screw off SEC. That's kind of why the DOJ getting involved is a good thing, because it's not a little $15,000 fine. It's jail time next to Dave, who like was crazy and committed some horrible crime that they're going to have to be sharing a bunk with. Like, that's why the DOJ stuff is a little bit more interesting in my mind than the SEC regulations. Those fines are a joke. I know, it's insane. It shouldn't be like that. Let's see. Hey, Vix, can I let my put expire worthless or would it automatically be exercised? Is it in the money or out of the money? My buddy had his automatically exercised, causing him to buy 200 shares. If you have a put, you have the right to sell. If you sold a put, then you will get exercise on it, because you're saying, hey, I'm willing to buy at this price. And when you sell a put, you are obligated to buy at whatever price that is. When you buy options, you have the right, but not the obligation, meaning you don't have to buy those shares or sell those shares. Out of the money, nah, you're good. If you sold a put though, and it runs in the money, then yes, you are obligated to buy those shares at whatever strike price that you sold the put at. But if you buy it, no, you're fine. You can sell it. I mean, your broker might close out your position within like the last 1 or 2 hours of the day on expiration, which I don't know what your expiration date is, but some of them do that. Whew! Jail time next to Crazy Dave. Yep. All righty, everybody. Let's see. Hold on. Let me just check the institutional, what do you call it? Institutional ownership percent changes to see if we got anything. Nothing yet. So I'm waiting on the institutional ownership percentage changes. It's still the 3 big boys that I like. BlackRock, Vanguard, Renaissance. Renaissance, remember, most successful hedge fund of all time. If they're continually buying AMC, which is weird because typically what their fund does is they don't hold anything for a long period of time. They're like the way that Renaissance. So the Medallion Fund, for those of you guys who don't know, was the most successful fund of all time. They were generating, like, I believe it was 66% average yearly returns before fees for guess how long? 30 years. That's impossible. With big money, like billions of dollars. This isn't like $1 million portfolio that they were managing. It was billions of dollars. So the fact that they are saying, yep, I want to buy this, is very interesting, because they are the top dog ever in like in terms of like percentage returns, like over time in the hedge fund industry. Like Buffett was like, I think it was 20% for how long that he was investing for. It was 20, I think 25%, something crazy like that. Renaissance, 66%. It's nuts. What's a good penny stock to day trade 1348? Probably any of them. I don't know. You got to see if it's like heavily manipulated. The thing is all things are coming up right now. Amy's getting a little bit of a push. So the thing is that we're going to see the pressure start to get put on the shorts right now if the utilization and cost of borrow starts to get up. Let's see. Let's see here. Volume started to increase on BBIG. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. How can someone be up on their call options even when the current price has not hit their strike price? It has to do with how options are priced. So it's the Black-Scholes model. It has to do with like the time premium on it, the intrinsic versus the extrinsic value, implied volatility. So when you think about like how much an option is going to be worth, you're thinking about it like on expiration, the break-even point. So that's going to be the strike plus the premium you paid. So if you have $100 strike, a 250 premium, the break-even price is going to be 102.50. That's on expiration. If it's 102.50 on expiration, it's going to be worth zero, but it's break-even. Actually, that's not true. It'll be worth $250. Sorry, I'm an idiot. It'll be worth $250. Utilization over 80% this morning. Only 28 million more borrowed shares to eat up by Apes. Well, yes, but the cost of borrow is stepping up, which is nice. Right here, let me see what it's at now if we got any more shares coming out. I mean, people are looking at Stonko Tracker for this. I wouldn't. Or so Stonko Tracker is getting their data from one broker. Came back down. Came back down. I don't know what's going on here, but we did just see like high as You guys saw that earlier. Hold on. What's GMEs? 5. Holy shit. So GMEs now 18%. They are really stepping up the cost to borrow on this thing. So if you guys remember, as like right as we came on, AMC's was like 3 or 5% when we were looking at this. Hold up now. Now it's shifted down to 1% with the same amount of shares on loan or less shares on loan. Something weird's going on with Ortex right now. But GME's cost to borrow is stepping up very, very significantly, and that is a cover catalyst. Putt went well, in case you're wondering. Hold on. Let's see. All righty, charge point for 1348. Interesting. Yeah, if you guys see anything, we are climbing in the pre-market, people. Hold on. GME is up 9 cents. AMC is flat right now. It's getting interesting. All right. It seems like something weird is always going on with Ortex. Yeah, I mean, these are some boo-boos right here. Where'd we go from 1489 to 1506? That's a decent little pre-market run with the SPY not really doing a whole lot over here. BBIG right now, I mean, the volume in the pre-market on Webull, 313,000. AMC's 113,000. Remember, this is just Webull volume. And then GME's super low, 7.47 thousand. All righty, people. Weird. The meme ETF is up 14% in the pre-market, even though the meme stocks are flat. Any ideas? FTD covering on the meme ETF? Yeah, it could be. Let me check the FTDs on this thing. Their Ortex is screwed up, like completely jacked up. So, like, you can't really see anything. Like, you can only look at like FTDs on here, and then it just goes whoop, spike. Like, but it's not that many. So, threshold list. So on it here, where is it? I don't know why it's not giving it to me. Threshold list Monday, December 20th. Looks like it's off now. I don't know. Exchange reported short interest last time we saw it about 25% over here. Yeah. Also, as everybody's filtering in, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Just helps out a whole lot with the overall algorithm. Thank you guys so much for all of the support you guys have been giving me. Did I watch the GME movie Friday? I did not. I had to go do homework. Literally, I spent all weekend catching up on schoolwork. Yesterday, I watched like 4 lectures for my high frequency trading class, and I just learned how to code. I was like, all right, this is cool. Learned how to code in R. Can't really do anything, like not really at all, but you know. Spy Strangle. Nope, I'm not. I'm gonna just wait until and see what 1348 tells me. I'm the rules. That's the thing. You gotta follow the rules. The rules are gonna tell you to do one thing. You can do it. You're gonna have a good percentage chance of like being in profit with 1348. But if you're not following the rules, that's when you start to get into trouble. You guys saw it Friday. It was like left and right, just play all over the place. And then at the end of the day, the last one, that AMD 200%er, that was wild. SB taking learn to code meme to heart. There's a learn to code meme. I heard R is difficult to learn. Do you like it? Okay, so I'm learning it from my angry old Russian professor who I've had before, and he likes to yell at people that like don't know what they're doing. It's really funny. People ask him questions, and like he was just light and like literally just roasting one of these kids, which was like kind of mean. And he was just like, he was like, I don't want to embarrass you in front of the whole class, but you should know this. And I was like, "Oh, man." And I was just watching the recording, so I was just sitting there dying. And I was just typing stuff in. I'm just gonna learn, like, what I need to know for that class. I'm not, like, probably not actually gonna learn how to code. Keith, thanks for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Morning SUV. Can't wait for today. 1K ready to use on options today. Time to make some money. Time to take some money for the market makers while we wait for AMC and GME to explode. Well, Keith, when you look at cost of borrows and stuff, it's all looking good. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, we saw all of you guys saw it over here with the cost of borrow on AMC for whatever it was stepping up. I don't know how they just randomly got it down to 1.1%. Weird. But GME's the last time that we saw it, the max cost of borrow on this thing was like 18%, 18.09% on this beast. That's insane. That's insane. Like, are you kidding me? Let's see. Went and watched Rise of the Players. Great movie. Really fires you up. The only thing is, original GME people are really sour. What do you mean? What happened? We're at the 1348 with the MACD good indicator with not being able to play options or MCD. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, so GME's this is nuts. So AMC's utilization stepped up. It would make sense for the cost of borrow to come back up along with that giant spike in utilization. So I don't know. Let's see what happens throughout the day with Ortex. The cost of borrow should be higher on this thing right now, and it was earlier. Randomly, it just stepped back down. GME's high cost of borrow is 18%. That's crazy behavior. So the party is kind of over for the shorts in terms of basically being able to push these stocks down without pushing up the cost to borrow on themselves. Party's over. So that's a very, very good thing for us. The 1348 just crossed in the 5-minute. On AMC, yes, but it doesn't matter in the pre-market. So it doesn't, for the 1348 crosses in the pre-market, I don't really care about because they're not actionable. I can't do anything with it. Trade buying back in with 100K was definitely nice to see. Yep. That was very good. I'm sure you've done it, but what's the Ortex data for AMC? Okay, motorcycle, go back like 30 seconds. Can you shed some light on the 2022 218 possible gamma? I mean, I can look at it. It's probably not crazy. 18th? What was it, the 18th? Yeah. Okay, let's look. No, nothing. Okay, so what they've done is they've added 50-cent strikes on this thing. So basically, they're going to be able to suck more money out of retail investors. The thing is, though, is this kind of benefits us if retail smartens up and plays it right. Here's the thing. If we start to see a lot of open interest at 50-cent increments now instead of $1 increments, well, it's going to be a lot easier for us to see the spikes. So let's say, for example, there was 20,000 open interest at this $15 strike. Let's just, for example, 50,000 open interest. Now, without this 15, let's just say there would be 10,000 open interest at this 15.50, but then there's another 20,000 at 16. So, but without the 15.50, you'd have 20,000 at 15, 20,000 at 16. Now, yeah, you could easily get that run from 15 to 16, but with this 15, like 50-cent in the middle strike being here, the 15.50, if there's a bunch of open interest at those smaller strike increments, like that's gonna help us. Like it's gonna help us up. Back in. Oh, did Austin say back in? Austin, he never sold. Yeah, that's true. He never ditched his position. Let's see. Loser, Weeble. Loser. All right, Amy. All right, SPY. GME, here we go, people. Down in the bottom right. All right, GME's up about 0.4% in the pre-market. AMC's down a third of a percent. We got the spot. Why are these all on 1-minute candles? What am I, a crazy person again? Am I just an absolute psycho over here? All right. Actually, let's take a look at what TLP's doing in the pre-market too. That'll be a little. All right, TLP's getting a bounce off of these lows right here. It's still down about 0.5%. Yeah, trade added. Yep. Yeah, trade never. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I read it wrong. You asked in the Discord and didn't get a reply. Zeros on what? 1348 question for you. If I wanted to play forward to the downside once it crosses on the daily, how much weight should I put on the upcoming earnings between okay, earnings, careful. Do not hold things through earnings. That's the thing right there. You got to be very, very careful if you're going to hold things through earnings. Like really careful because you could either hit a giant play and be up thousands of percent or your position goes to zero. So it's usually a binary event. That's why I like trading earnings. But Ford, I don't use 1348 on the daily. I use it on the 4 hour and the 5 minute. That's what I use it on. Let's see. All righty, everybody. Whoo! You guys are crushing it today already. Let's do it. Let's do this thing. All right. You got 4 calls for March. I bought 95 strike on AMC. I think I messed up. You messed up? I don't think so. Hedge earnings. You could hedge earnings if you've got, you could, so earnings is going to be weird. I personally, if you're swing trading something, you can play the earnings run down or the earnings run up, but that type of trading strategy, I'm not holding anything through. Like I'll play the actual event, but I'm not going to hold it through. That's gambling at that point. You notice that PBIG pre-market looks like AMC mini AMC chart from June? Yeah, it could, man. Do I look at support and resistance at all? Zeros, I do, but I look at supply and demand zones. So that's what these boxes are. The boxes that you see here on some of these charts that I have drawn up are the supply and demand zone. So it's like where big money steps in and is like, nope, or it sends it right through. Do they have to cover as long as they pay the interest? They don't. If they could pay the interest, they don't have to cover. But like, why would you want to pay the interest on this thing? So GMEs is stepping up significantly. Let's check AMCs again and see if it's flickered back up. Once there's more loans going out, again, there's only it's still low. This is weird. It was so much higher when we saw it. It was so much higher when we saw it this morning. Let's see. Everybody's like, Ortex is fake anyway. It's like, we're looking at cost of borrow. Like, get out of here. All righty. So, SPY right now down about 0.2. We got GME up about 0.5%. We got AMC down 1/3%. Still at 1501 in the pre-market. I like it, people. I don't know. This could be a good week. This could be a good week, man. Utilization over 80%. I love that. Me too, man. Having the utilization step back up on us is a good sign to see. Like very good. It's all about pressure getting put on these shorts. That's what you have to think about. It's just pressure. This is why Ortex must be taken with a grain of salt. Yeah, but they see true, but you also can't look at like Stonko, like any of those, and because they're getting their data from less sources. Ortex is the source that's getting their data from the most amount of brokers. Like the most amount of people is where Ortex is getting its data from. So that's why I look at it still. Like I know people don't like it, but at the end of the day, it's data that we need to know. And again, yeah, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Like the short interest, probably a lot higher on this thing. But when you start to see the utilization and cost to borrow start to step up, that's not really like, oh, they're screwing around. It's like, no. They're seeing what the cost to borrow is. Whoa. Matt's duck suspenders. Thank you so much for that big super, man. We are going to the moon. Mark time and date. There you go, buddy. Lucid going on a tiny run pre-market. I think I saw that. A little bit. So let's check on Lucid. Lucid's coming up. Oh, Amy getting a pop here. Back to green. Hold on, people. Hold up. I agree with Vic. It's pretty much all we have to go off. Right, exactly. And when we see things start to move in our favor, it's like, what am I just going to be like, nah, it's fake. Screw that. It's like, no. Address the fake WhatsApp with your name on it. I can't do anything about those WhatsApp things. We tried. There's nothing we can do. The reason why YouTube will ban some people's channels sometimes is because they are trying to help, but then they just ban the wrong channel. They're just like, oh, we're going to ban this one. And it's like, that's not the right one trying to scam people. What's your process for defining supply and demand zones? Is just a function of varying levels of support or resistance, sort of. It's like so if you there's boatloads of videos on this on the internet. AMC is probably not the best one to do it on because there's so many of them. But if you look at SPY, you can kind of see it a little bit better. So on the 4-hour chart on the SPY, it's when price either has these big reversal levels, like right here, where it just has this little V where it just really reverses, or it's this like choppiness that we see before a move down. So you're seeing it chop. We've seen this before. And if you bring this one all the way back, you can kind of see it. Down here, it's the same thing. So it's choppy price action, and then it goes whoop, right up. That's kind of how all these videos define it. I know Trey has a video on it from a while ago too. So you can watch that one, or there's a bunch of other videos out there on the internet as well. Daniel, thank you so much for the super, buddy. SPY is bouncing under the 200 MA, but MACD is crossing 470 or 450 in your opinion. Oh, dude, I'm literally just gonna be going off what the 1348 tells me. I'm not looking at it. I'm not. I mean, it's hard to predict things because the market's been so volatile recently. It's like you just got to go with what it's gonna give you. Possibly DRS paying off for GME, possible. But here's the thing. They did it for a while before that earnings came out. And I believe there was I think it was 5.7 million shares that have been DR, put on computer share. I don't know how else to say it. Put on computer share. So yeah, that's a good thing to see. It can lock up some things. They can't loan those shares out. Amy's getting a little action in the pre-market here. We're at 1506 right now. We got GME at 98.10. We got the SPY trying to move around a little bit, down about 0.27%. I don't know. It could get a little interesting today with these things moving in the securities lending market. I like it. Lucid should be a fun one today. I don't know. DRS. I don't know. Directly registered shares. I don't know. I don't know. Neo is Neo. All the EVs looking like they're gonna get a little bit of a pop today. Yeah, Neo's up in the pre-market. How's Tesla doing right now? Tesla's up 1.82. It's at 861 though. That's a sell-off on Tesla over here. All right, so AMC right now down about 0.2. Jamie up 0.2. Let's see. AMD reporting tomorrow might be close of the day play. Interesting. Okay. AMD is usually a decent earnings play, but they're expensive. That's the thing. So I would go for Intel or something. And that could also drive Intel down. What's Intel doing pre-market? INTC. Intel down. So I do have those Intel puts kind of kicking around from the earnings play. Let's see what happens with them. Other than that, I mean, I'll just look at some 1348 stuff and see. I'll play some more earnings because, like, if you hit one, it's like, all right, all the other ones are like well paid for. But let's see. Xerus, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Thanks so much for answering my questions. I've learned so much from the interaction you have with everyone on your channel. Xerus, I really appreciate that, man. Lucy's still trapped below the 200 SMA, says avocado. Interesting. 1348 doesn't really work well on highly shorted stocks. Too much manipulation, sort of, but like on the longer term trends, yes, it does. So like when AMC crosses on the 4-hour, it's like it's probably coming up a little bit. And again, guys, I see a lot of people trying to call out 1348 crosses right now. Right now, you don't have to because they're not actionable. So we have 28 minutes until the market opens, everybody. And when we see 1348 crosses in the pre-market, think about this. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to buy? You can't buy options in the pre-market on it. So you have to see it happen in front of your eyes during market hours when it's actionable. And it has to follow all the rules. Like I like the 200 EMA rule where I'm not taking anything like if there's a put signal above the 200 EMA, I mean, maybe I'll take a contract and start scaling in, but I'm not going to put my entire position in it when it's above the 200 EMA. It's just, it's because you can just run to that level and just bounce right off of it. Is TMI out of town still? I think so. Let's see. All right. Oh, smash the like, peeps. Thanks, man. Yeah, going audio only now. There you go. Was there any bad news over the weekend? No, I don't think so. I mean, you're gonna see like Russia, Ukraine stuff start to really happen over these next couple of weeks. Let's see what happens with that. If there's craziness coming out with like Russia and Ukraine, then like yeah, you could see some wildness in the market, but I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping the volatility stays. Hopefully, like since we've sold off so much, we could just see the switch flip, and then the market starts trending up, going into the February Fed meeting. So we could see that start to happen. We see a lot of bullish momentum, and then we're making a bunch of money with calls. So let's see what happens. Oh my God, Amy Joe, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. Does 1348 look good on Dave? Thanks for everything. I've learned so much from you and TMI. Amy, I can take a look at that, but it's in the pre-market, so it doesn't matter yet. So Dave right here, crossing down in the pre-market. It's down about 2.55% on the 4-hour. It's probably crossed down a while ago. I don't know though. Let me see. Oh no, just kidding. Okay. So here's the power of 1348. Crosses here on the 21st, rips all the way up from 7 to 9. Now it's like teetering above this 200 EMA. You can take contracts here and ride it all the way up to 13. So you could have gotten it early here or waited for it to get above, use this 200 EMA as support, and then start to rally back up. So that's the look at this on 1348 textbook right here. Textbook. Let's see what BBIG is doing in the pre-market now. If it's getting a little bit of action over here. Coming down a little bit, down 2.05%. SPY's just kind of flickering around, down about 0.2. We got 26 minutes until the market opens, people. Here we go. Woo! Good morning, VIX. It's so cold in Connecticut. 5 degrees. Dude, I know. It's terrible. It's awful. I don't like it. The rules even say that you should not start till 10:30 because that was the market chooses its direction. Yep. TM'd you the Lucid Daily Dynamic SR. Okay. Thank you. All righty, people. Oh, man, you guys are crushing it with the likes this morning. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. We got 25 minutes until the market opens. Amy's trying to go back into the green. Jimmy's up about 0.5% with these cost of borrows flicking around. Let's see if any more shares came out and they're jacking them on the cost of borrow yet. Okay, so they've only borrowed about 9,400 shares, but let's check GME's max cost of borrow now because that was ridiculous what we were seeing over here. 18.09%. That is crazy. That is nuts. And here's the thing that I think a lot of people need to understand. There's a lot of nonsense in the community about, like, especially from these people that are like, I like GME. GME is the only play. It's like, no, it's not. You're an idiot. GME could potentially be the biggest play. I don't know. Nobody knows. But here's the thing that you have to think about. June. This is a perfect example of what happened. AMC's utilization and cost to borrow skyrocketed really, really, really high. Then you saw the pressure get put on a lot of these shorts. GME's cost to borrow and utilization weren't that crazy. The short interest was still pretty low on the thing comparatively to, like, in terms of like the reported data after the January run. So, okay, AMC gets this nasty move from 10 to 77. What does GME do? More than doubles. Okay, cool. So does Cost, Bed Bath & Beyond, BlackBerry, a lot of these other stocks. So these people that like to say these stocks don't move together, you're wrong. And I know it's not the people in my chat. I just don't like to see it. It's like you're fighting the institutions in general. You can use these basket options to attack these things where it's like a basket of stocks. And you can buy options on those. That's one of the ways that they're doing it, most likely, to try to get exposure to the downside on these stocks like AMC, GME, Bed Bath & Beyond, all these stocks. They're all linked together. We've seen so much evidence of it over time. And we look at it on like smaller time frames. You're like, look, they're not moving together. It's like, yeah, but like when one of them moves really big, they all move together. So like, I don't know what you're talking about. So here's the thing. So AMC right now has a higher short interest than GME does and has more potential for a gamma squeeze just because of the pricing of the options and the underlying stock. It's lower than GME's. So the GME options are going to be more expensive. So if you start to see GME run, awesome, great. Well, we have high utilization and high cost to borrow on this thing, and it's going to continue to step up because of all of the shares continually going out on loan and the shorts basically no longer being able to have that free lunch of pushing the stock down with low cost to borrow. It's over now for that. Okay, so if GME starts to run, what happens? AMC goes too. But GME can do whatever it's going to do. They have their own like catalysts and how they run on when they start to go on a big run. But AMC's got, according to the reported data, higher short interest and more potential for gamma. So you can say that like one of them is going to be more than the other, but you have no idea. Like you're never going to be able to like account for the massive influx of buying pressure. But it's buying pressure in a variety of ways. It's shorts covering, FOMO, and gamma. Those are the three sources of buying pressure that send stocks to the moon. Like, yeah, we're going to have our normal buying pressure that steps in and out, but that's not the buying pressure that's going to send us going crazy. It's going to be some shorts covering, like a small amount of them, gamma, and FOMO. New people coming in. AMC just flickered into the green. WIOG8. Thank you so much for that, super buddy. I appreciate that. So just so everybody's clear here, when I talk about GMEs, and GME has a lower float. GME has a lower float. So yeah, there's different pros and cons to each of them. So when I'm talking about GME and like their Ortex data and stuff right now, that's not me saying, oh, GME's better. No, not at all. I'm looking at that as, okay, you have a couple of different opportunities for the two big boys to really set it off. You have AMC could just go on a nasty run. You have GME and all these danger zones out there in the order book, essentially. And if one of them goes, the other one's coming with it. How many times have we seen this happen? We've seen, AMC's getting a pop here. Guys, it's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. Let's see what happens at market open, though. You never really know what's going to happen until the market opens. The volume's still pretty low on these stocks right now. But let's see. So we've seen it many times. We've seen January, they all run. We've seen June, they all run. We saw after Bed Bath & Beyond's earnings, when they had that buyback, they all ran a lot. We saw GME's Wall Street Journal thing, they all ran a lot. All different catalysts, too. January was GME. June was AMC. Bed Bath & Beyond was another catalyst. Wall Street Journal fake article most likely was the other run-up catalyst in the after hours. So it's all different catalysts, but they're all getting moves. Okay. That's not, especially when they happen in the after hours, that's not retail investors coming in the after hours trading where there's no volume, and retail brokers typically don't allow them to do this. Amy's coming up a little bit here. I like it. And they're all just like, let's buy in the after hours. No, that's institutions moving money around. So yeah, the institutions could be doing it, or they're all linked together through some random derivatives, which is the most likely outcome. So GME right now is up about 1/3%. The SPY is down about 0.17. Again, guys, in order for us to see those big moves in AMC and GME, we need the market to not screw around and be like completely volatile, have an absolute disaster, and like completely capitulate like we've been seeing. Remember that one day where we saw the SPY really trending up? What happened with GME and AMC? Well, GME got to like 118 and AMC was like really ripping. We were seeing massive moves to the upside. Then the market came down and dragged down AMC and GME with it. So we need the market. We're kind of like in a decent spot right now. Think about this. So the market's sold off a lot. We've kind of seen the pricing in of all of those rate hike catalysts kind of come in. Okay, cool. We've also seen that those puts come through with that so-called plunge protection team that was created. I believe it was Reagan way back in like somewhere in the 1900s. The plunge protection team was created. So we're seeing, I think it's massive put buying, like crazy amounts. And usually when everybody is doing one thing, it behooves you to do the other thing, because the market makers are not going to want to pay out on all these puts that are getting bought. They're going to want to push things up in order to get those puts out of the money, so they're not on the hook with all of that downside exposure, because when everybody's buying puts, the market makers have to sell it to whoever's buying. That's their obligation as a market maker to create that market. So they don't want those contracts running in the money and people to win on those puts. So they will try their hardest to push things up. Now, what happens then? Well, SPY starts to come up. GME starts to come up. AMC starts to come up. Now you have massive put buying and then massive call buying on these. So you get screwed. Now, here's the thing. We've already kind of seen a giant move kind of to the downside in everything. Now the cost to borrow and utilization is stepping up on AMC and GME. I don't know what's going on with AMC's Vortex now in the morning. We did see higher cost to borrow. I believe it was like 3 or 5%. It was starting to step up. Higher utilization too. It's flickered up to 80, which would suggest higher cost to borrow across the board. But let's see what happens. GME's high cost to borrow today is like 18%, which is crazy. So now you've seen big sell-off. The market's ready for a little bit of a rebound. Maybe. We don't really know yet, but that's what we need to see. And if the market starts to go up, well, you have shorts that have more pressure put on them. Even though they're up on their position, they're going to have to pay more interest. And then you could just see the stock start to run. And you now have a bunch of retail investors that have educated themselves on the power of options and like what options actually do, and where they actually affect price. Not the deep out of the money 95s, 145s, none of that nonsense, but the at the money strikes. And the options are less expensive right now. It's crazy. So I might start to step in on some AMC calls now with a little bit of time, because if we're going to see that utilization and cost of borrow start to step up and the market starts to rebound, look out above on a lot of these stocks. It could get gnarly over. Whew, man, having some fun, people. You're buying 500 shares today? There you go. All right, I missed some chats over here. How are we doing? 7 for Friday, mostly after market. Alrighty. I wonder if ever the total float was achieved via DRS shares of GME, if the hedge funds would put pressure on computer share to keep their mouths shut. I doubt it. I have also heard that some brokers are having trouble like transferring over to computer share now, which is interesting. Guys, I'm not related to Ben Shapiro, you wild people. Sam, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, also for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Just helps out a whole lot the algorithm. I mean, I think I'm the only one on right now, so let's see what happens with that. I know TMI is still traveling, so if people want a place to come watch some AMC stuff, and especially 1348 stuff, which we are going to be doing today, obviously, this is the place to be. We also have, we're really still watching the line. Rick, are you one of those people that's like, it's over, we've won, just wait, the SEC is going to take care of everything, everything's fine? We can't have that. That's nonsense. The whole like, we've already blah blah blah, the SEC is going to go. No, that new rule is good, but it's not the bombshell rule that a lot of people think it is. And then people come at me and they're like, "Why are you angry at that? Why are you not so excited about this rule?" It's like, well, I don't want to give false hope to everybody. The rule that you would actually need to see come in order to get the shorts to cover would be no more shorting in the market. That's what it would need to be. Let's see. Didn't Trey drop 100K on Amy? I think so. I think so. Diamond Hands. Thank you so much for that super, buddy. I appreciate that. You look like Ben Shapiro. Fine. Fine. Okay. Remember, ankle level, 20. Now, remember, for those of you guys who've kind of been newer to the channel, we are doing this one thing where if you beat my birthday candle, which is, I'll show you what it is. It's we got a lot of time. We got 16 minutes until the market open. Candles this right here, May 27th. We 35.58% on that day. If it is your birthday coming up, and we have a day where we run over my birthday candle 35.58%, then you get to become a mod for a day the next day. That's our little challenge over here. So if we end up seeing that, shoot, these SPY levels are kind of screwed up. Let me mess around with this. All right. Unlock. We'll do that. Bing bong. The price is hopefully going to get less wrong soon. Shout out to Trade Spotting. Here we go. All right. SPY's down about 0.26. Amy down about 0.13. GME's up 0.4. BBIG's trying to make a little bit of a move back up here. Let's see. It looks like it wants to get a little 1348 cross, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. Lou put all YouTubers to shame. I don't think that's true at all. What happened with let's get AMC to 21? What happened with don't buy? What happened with the price is actually that? Like, come on. You got to know what it is and what it isn't, Rick. I like the content a lot. It's very entertaining, but it's not a source of like information in my mind at all. People one time were like, you realize he has experience though. And I'm like, with what? Like, I'm not hating on the guy. Like, it's really good to have people interested and like getting that engagement and people watching. But the problem is if I see a lot of misinformation coming in, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant that some of you guys are going to be like, oh my God, that's so true. And some of you guys are going to be like, why are you an a-hole? And it's fine. You just need to hear it. We're going to do a little bit of tough love if you start being like, coordinated buying. It's no. Retail investors don't have enough money to coordinated buy and push a stock up. They just don't. And if they did, you know what would happen? You'd see a shark fin. You'd see that little run up and then knock right back down because retail investors typically are not going to have a lot of like enough money to just blast it at the stock. So you're going to see that initial spike and then the retail is not going to be able to come in at those levels. And the institutions are going to be like, well, what are you doing? Like, I don't want to buy at this level because if they weren't buying down here, why would they buy up here? And then they would just short it right back down. You'd see that run up and then shark fin really quickly. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do the what do you call it? But the misinformation and leading on was rampant from y'all as well, says Danny. How? What are you talking about? Yeah, don't hate on the guy. Don't hate on him. He's got a very, very big role in this thing, like at all. Like, do not hate on him, but don't. You can have your pit like the same thing. Don't hate on anybody creating content. Like, don't do any of that. You just got to realize what it is and what it isn't. Like, that's all I have to say about that. Like, you just know what it is, know what it isn't, and that's it. Let's see. What are our primary candidates for call options say? Depends on what happens at market open. All right. Retail can't move the price. If they all bought in the money options, they could. But like, that's what I was saying. I was like, there's a way to do it and you're not doing it right. I'm like, stop. If you're going to do this, do it right. But like, don't do it. Like, I'm not going to be a part of it. But let's see. Your thoughts on the Friday run up in the market, more likely shorts cover. Okay. So if you look at the indexes, IWM, you know, like TLT's heavily shorted right now. You see the SPY's pretty heavily shorted. If you see an overall run in the market and you see like wild amounts of put buying, like they're not going to let these puts just print money for people. I don't think. What are we at right now? 440. What was the low on the SPY? I think the low on the SPY over the last couple of weeks was like 424, something like that. That's a big drop from where we are now. But if we can consolidate in these levels, all those puts are going to go to zero and the market makers are going to print money. So I'm still waiting on STV to come out and quote the golden rule. I might. Let's see. This is gonna be a great week. Cedar Creeper, what's up, man? Oh, Cedar Creeper, did you figure out your Discord stuff? Hope everyone had a good weekend. New guy, I hope you had a good weekend too. Duh, 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 duh. Lou is old enough that he could know what he's talking about, but still may not. SCV is too young to know what he's talking about, but still may know what he's talking about. Jim, that's funny. Won't get blockchain tech in the market for the same reason you won't get blockchain in voting. Maybe, man. I don't know. I mean, it'd be pretty interesting to see if we got that stuff. I mean, the box stuff, it's like weird. I don't care which company does these blockchain voting thing. I don't care which one it is. I just care that it's done correctly. And when you think about it, like I know everybody's like, "Oh my God, Citadel owns like a part of." I think it's Box is what is starting to come out with this new exchange. What do you expect? That's the thing. Citadel has their hands in everything. They're going to get their hands on any new potential crazy thing coming out in the market because they cannot afford to get left behind in anything. So they are going to have their hands in everything. But is that going to be a bad thing or a good thing? I mean, I don't know. I don't like that they have so much control over the market. I think it's a monopoly. I think the antitrust laws should come in and be like, no, 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 you can't do this. But at the end of the day, they're going to have their hands on a lot of things. So it's like, yeah, we're going to get any company that comes out with like a blockchain backed equity market with like STOs and stuff, and it's going to really get traction. Citadel's going to come in and try to get some exposure on the benefits of that going forward. If that's going to be a new thing in the market, Citadel's going to be there to scoop up whatever they need to do in order to help their bottom line. That's just what they're going to do. I mean, doesn't surprise me at all that they're doing this. I don't think it's some sort of manipulative thing that they're trying to do. I think it's them just being like, oh, blockchain stock, cool. I mean, this sounds like it's going to be the next sort of big thing. Why don't we get exposure to it? That's what I think that they're doing. But I also think Ken Griffin I think Ken Griffin looks at us retail investors and the calling out of Citadel and him all the time as like I think he looks at that as like a screw you, I'm gonna screw you over. I think he does look at it like this because thinking about if you're a billionaire and there's a bunch of people and you have a really, really big ego and you're like, oh, these people are screwing with me. Watch what happens when they screw. I think that's kind of what he's doing with a lot of the stuff. Like the Constitution thing was a big FU at retail investors. Did Ken Griffin need to buy that specific Constitution? No. For a tax write-off? No, he could have bought anything. Honestly, it would have been a lot smarter for him to buy art. Art is a really, really good hedge against inflation. If you look at the returns of art versus the S&P 500, it kills the S&P every year. Like antique art crushes the S&P. If you look on Twitter, there's a bunch of FUD about earnings and fundamentals. They can screw up. I mean, I don't care. We're going to see what happens. If they come out with free cash flow profitability, the whole calculation of their earnings going forward changes. So SPY coming down now, down about 0.32. We got 8 minutes until the market opens. We got GME up about 0.5%. We got AMC down about 1/3%. Let's check the securities lending market a little bit here. Okay. They're screwing around with GME. So we just saw we saw 18.09 max cost to borrow on GME. Now it's 5.47. The average is 4.76. That's weird. 210,000 shares borrowed, 18.29% short interest. We got 86% utilization on this thing. So, weird. Cost of borrow is still increasing. And since the utilization is going up, it would make sense for that to happen. Let's see what they did on AMC. I mean, we saw the cost of borrow way higher on AMC than it was. Okay, so it's still stepping up a little bit on AMC over here. So now they have 201,000 shares borrowed against AMC versus about the 9,000 that we saw earlier. And now we're seeing that 2.26 average cost to borrow. Okay, cool. Awesome. The cost to borrow is still stepping up, even with these Ortex numbers flickering around. Still, in general, we're seeing more pressure getting put on these shorts in terms of what they have to pay. Now, here's the other thing. Keith, thank you so much for the super, buddy. Does 1348 not apply as much to AMC or GME since they can suddenly violently break out? Well, it does. You can still catch it with 1348 in order to, like, if you want to get into options on the 4 hour and the 5 minute. But when you look at, the other thing I wanted to say is that if there's so many shares out there, the hedge funds do not know, most likely, they don't know that they're naked shorting. They just don't know. If you look at any time in history where there's been like naked short selling, like depositions and stuff, the hedge funds will be like, dude, we didn't even know. Like, we were paying the cost to borrow. So it's all a prime broker issue. It's them not meeting the locate requirements. And who are prime brokers? Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Citi, credit, all those companies. So when that happens, you have all these shares out there and they're still paying the cost to borrow. Now the cost to borrow is stepping up. So the net outflow total of hedge fund, like from hedge funds, is potentially a multiple. It could be a 5x multiple. So when you see the cost to borrow go up 1%, maybe that's a net 10% of what the actual, like what we're actually seeing in terms of money flowing out of funds. Daddy Diamond Hands, thanks for the super. Can you look at TKLF? Looks to be ready for open. Yeah, I can take a look at that. TKLF. Thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Whoa, 33% in the green on Friday, 10% in the green right now. That's an interesting one. What is this thing? Profile. Oh, Japanese beauty and health products. I feel like we did this one before. So SPY's kind of just flickering around right now, not getting all that volatile in the pre-market. This could be one to look out. Okay, so 5 minutes before open, people. For everybody new filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Just helps it a whole lot with the algorithm. You guys have been awesome recently. Oh, BBIG is making a little bit of a move back up from the lows. Only down about 0.34, and it shark finned a little bit earlier this morning on the 5 minute. Let's see. Amy's down about 0.2. GME's up 0.17. SPY's trying to get a little bit of a move up here. Again, we're probably going to see a little bit of volatility when the market opens, and then it'll probably pick a direction. But once the market opens, start calling out 1348s. I'll be looking at them on here. Mainly SPY right now, just because there's more time to expiration on a lot of these other plays. SPY, the contracts expired today, so you can catch some big moves. So let's see what happens with SPY. Even though the premiums are going to be a little bit more expensive, let's see what happens. But if you guys see anything moving, especially EVs, watch Lucid, Tesla, Neo, Rivian, all of those different companies. If those are going to start to get super volatile, we're going to want to get in on those because they can move pretty big intraday. So let's see what happens there. Tesla is ripping, broke the stoke. Yeah. So Tesla was up big in the pre-market. Tesla could help bring the market up today. So Tesla is getting some action over here right now. We got a 1348 cross back here. It is above the 200 EMA. Now, here's the thing. When you see Tesla start to move like this, well, what else is there that could be about to get across? Lucid already did its cross. What about Rivian? Rivian already did its cross. What about all of the EVs are getting very, very volatile in the pre-market? I like it. I'm not going to take anything, though, until I see it happen right in front of my face. Yeah, Tesla, big candle. I saw that, man. That's pretty insane. AMC down 0.13. SPY's trying to get a little bit of a move back up here. We are at basically 441. We're at 440.93 in the pre-market. AMC down 2 cents right now. Very, very flat. GME coming back down a little bit here. Rivian's really popping up. We'll put Tesla up on the screen for a little bit. You guys want Tesla or Lucid? Tesla's really getting up here, people. Ooh. Seems like most of the big 1348 moves are happening after 10 or 1030. Yeah. Yep. Seeing stuff barcode like GME looks weird. Yeah, I mean, it's just low volume. There's 11,500 traded on Webull right now. And then let me look. And then AMC's like, oh, nice candle here on Amy. Geez, 1510 right now. Just hit that pre-market high. I think that's the pre-market high. It's what's this? 1513. So it's close to the pre-market high. We got SPY trying to make a move. We got Tesla coming up. This could be an interesting day, people. We got 3 minutes left to go. I hope everybody's excited. AT&T rejected at the cross in the pre-market. Doesn't really matter. All righty, people. All righty. Lou candles. Yep. Charge point. Oh, yeah. So all of those. Charge point. Holy Tesla right now. What about Ego? EVgo, Blink, Charge Point. Hold on, that's the warrant. EVgo is probably getting up there. No, EVgo. That's weird. What about Blink? Blink's up 1.27 in the pre-market. Charge Point's up a little bit over here. We got 2 minutes until market open, people. Here we go. Amy is at 1508 right now. SPY's trying to move. All right, let's get Lucid over here too, because Lucid is usually a decent one. Decent mover. Lucid's up 3.5% in the pre-market at 28.10. Here we go. Excited. Moderna calls with the news. We can, if Moderna and Pfizer are gonna cross, those could be good. Random irrelevant question. If you exercise a $13 option, what does it show as price? 13. You're buying it at 13. You're buying 100 shares at 13 for every contract that you have. Can we count on you to guide us during the squeeze? I'm not going to tell you when to buy or sell, but I'll be here looking at stuff. Oh, Amy looking for a pop here. Like, I'm in the same boat as you guys with the squeeze. Like, I don't know if what's going to be the top. I'm going to be at one point, it's going to start to be like, I hate to say it, not every man for themselves, but like, you got to think about what you're doing. Like, if you need to take money off the table at some point, fine. Like, it's not my decision. I'm going to be looking at what, like, and see what options I have and what I want to do with that. But I don't know. Can I put BBIG up for open? Sure. Sure. Amy, new pre-market high, 15.15 right now. Utilization coming up on both AMC and GME. Cost to borrow stepping up as well. I like to see it. You give up on asking questions. Mason, there's 2,400 people in here right now. I can scroll back and try to look at your question. What are your thoughts on losing the Chicago SEC tweeted that they reserve the right to delist the stock? They said they have the right to suspend. Yes, they have the right to suspend, but ding, ding, ding. Market is open. Here we go, people. So watching the, Amy. So when we're watching these opening candles over here, call out anything that's crossing. I'm probably not going to be taking any trades right now. That whole thing with the SEC reserving the right to basically suspend trading in a stock is not new. It's not a new thing that has come out. It's been around for a while. We were talking about this last summer. Typically, the reason that they would do it is if the company itself is committing an act of fraud. AMC and GME are not committing those acts of fraud. The second is when they have trouble settling or clearing trades in that given stock. Okay, well, we had giant FTDs and threshold list on AMC and GME in June and January. Did they suspend trading in it? Not other than the typical volatility halts that we've seen. So I don't see it as being that big of a deal. Okay, so AMC about 1.4% at 15.25 right now. It is slowly making its move up here. GME is getting a spike, trying to get over that $100 mark. BBIG is coming up here. It looks like it wants to do a little 1348 cross here. That could get a little bit interesting on BBIG. The SPY is just kind of hanging flat right here, down about 0.25%, not really moving. AMC is pumping right now above 1550, up 3% right now. GME is getting a giant candle above 100 right now. It's getting interesting. BBIG is coming up too, looking for this 1348 cross. Everything's starting to move. This is getting interesting here. Oh boy, let's get some floops. Yep, that's what I want to see. So 1558 is the new intraday high on AMC right now. SPY is moving down. AMC and GME are starting to come up. I love to see this right here. Affirm is crossing. You feeling froggy 2 days in a row? Oh boy, hold on. Affirm moving back up? Affirm's crossing to the downside right here. So I mean that 500% play on Affirm was dirty. I didn't get it for 500%. I think I sold when it was up like it was either 400 or 380%, somewhere around there. So GME and AMC settling down a little bit. SPY's moving back down a little tiny bit here. I mean, I'm not going to be touching anything. What's Lucid doing right now? Is Lucid still Lucid coming down? Tesla's probably moving down in the as the market opened too. I mean, they're still up big. So Tesla's up 2% right now. SPY's moving down. AMC's coming down a little bit with the market here. We got GME doing the same thing, right around 100. 1534, 35 on AMC right now. SPY's down about 0.5%. So nothing too crazy in terms of the big moves coming up. BBIG, did that just give back all of its gain? No, BBIG still coming up here. Interesting. Okay. All righty. Beyond is doing great also. Tesla big dump. Yeah, I'm honestly watching BBIG for a 1348 cross. I'm not gonna lie. Watching BBIG for a 1348 cross. So it looks like it wants to do it over here coming up soon. Let's see what happens with it. I might scale in something little for a weekly. Just to see. I mean, it's super volatile. I'll play it super, super small. But if BBIG is going to run, you could hit some decent gains on this thing. BBIG, let's see what the premiums are telling me. SPY flickering around. AMC's at 1540. GME 99.72. I'm looking for that cross on BBIG. Let me see what we got over here on the premium. All right, they're pretty cheap. They're pretty cheap. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. They're pretty cheap. So, I don't know. Let's see. GME back above 100. I like it. AMC right around that 1550 mark. We're at 1542, up about 2.5% right now. DraftKings is going. BBIG cross. Not yet. Not on the 5-minute. Not yet. It's coming up there. Oh, there it goes. All right. I'll start scaling in for a couple of these. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. All right. All right, I just stole some contracts over here. Let's see. I'm playing it small, just on this little 1348. See if it's going to get a little bit of momentum. We got GME at 130 $100 and 36 cents. AMC 1545. BBIG didn't necessarily cross yet, but I got a tiny one. Just like I said earlier, if I was going to see the crosses, I'm going to play it really small, like really small until they start to cross. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. Amy coming up a little bit here. Spy's trying to recapture that little candle starting to come up. AMC 1547. We got BBIG really coming up now. We got GME moving to the upside. Ho, 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 ho. I like it. I like it. Also, for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. If you guys do see anything crossing right here, call it out. All right, hold on. We did get 1348 on a cross on the SPY. Huh. Interesting. I kind of like that. That's interesting. It's too early for me to really say anything about it. But again, it makes sense on the SPY. Let's see what happens here. Maybe I'll do something small. Something small. Let's see what the premiums are like. Ooh, premium on SPY coming down a little bit here. Oh, they're screwing around with the contracts again on the SPY. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I see what you're doing here, market maker. Screwing with me. Alrighty. Uber just crossed. Uber crossed that open. Yeah, SPY's moving up here. SPY's getting a little jumpy over here. I like to see this. All right. Whoa. GME 101.38 right now. 3.5%. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, what is going on today, people, with these crazy moves in the morning, huh? Hold your horses. This is getting interesting. DraftKings is ripping. It's up to two and a third. Two and a third. Let's see what happens over here. So Amy coming back down a little bit here, getting some sell candles. They're using some of those shares that they took out on loan. GME is pumping though, up 4% right now. Amy's coming back down a little bit. Spy's flickering around. DraftKings coming back down a little bit too. Robinhood down 5%. I love to see that. I love to see that. All righty. Let's see what happens with these SPY contracts. Let's get BBIG back up here. Oh, Biggie starting to get a move over here. SPY moving up too. Hold your horses. GME, holy GME. Look at this thing, up about 6% right now. GME, you're seeing that little cost to borrow reflection right here. Let's see if AMC is going to get a little bit of a pump with it. Hold your horses. SPY's moving up a little bit, just flickering into the green over here. GME at 104, up 6.2. AMC up 2% right now, 1537. We got BBIG coming up. SPY's moving up again too. Ho, 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 everything's looking decent over here. I like it. Let's see if these moves are going to hold. SPY's flickering green red right now. BBIG is looking good. GME 104.70 right now. It's getting jumpy over here. I like to see this. Ho, 105.31. GME's coming up big over here, people. Amy starting to come up too. 1545 again. SPY starting to move. Biggie's coming up a little bit here too. This is getting interesting. What is going on today? We're having fun. We're having fun is what we're doing. All right, GME 10 coming down a little bit. Let's see. SPY just kind of flickered back down into the red. I hope Robinhood gets delisted. That would be gnarly. That would be gnarly. All right, let's see what happens with these SPY moves. If we're going to get a little bit of jumpiness. Let's see. Amy coming down, BBIG moving down a little bit. The GME pre-market or intraday high now 105.49. Really started to come up. SPY kind of flickering around right here, right in that green red range, down about 0.07%, 30 cents. AMC's at 15, basically 1540 right now, 1538 for 35. We got GME really 5.5% in the green. SPY's coming back up. BBIG is looking for another move to the upside. Woo! Here we go. Also, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, just helping out with the YouTube stuff. We got AMC right now. All right. Let's check Ortex really quickly on this beast. See if they did anything on cost to borrow over here. So 201,000 shares borrowed with a little bit of a higher cost to borrow, 2.26%. Let's check GME a little bit over here. Remember, if I start talking really fast, you guys know what to do. Horse race. All right. GME's average cost to borrow right now, 4.76%. That's high. So Biggie coming up. SPY trying to make a little bit of a move here. Amy coming back down. Hold on. Hood selling off. Is it now? Ford about to cross down and it's below the 200. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. All right, Spy. What are we gonna do today? Spy, what are we gonna do? All right, Amy. Volume is so low. Reason? Well, no. We can put up Hood here for a minute. Is it selling off hard? I mean, it ripped for no reason. Hood's down 5%. Spy's trying to make a move up here back into the green. Genie at 102. Amy at 1528. Let's see. If the market starts to trend up, watch out above on a lot of these different stocks. Let's see. BBAG Ortex. We did a little bit earlier. It's super, super high cost to borrow. Ford. Damn it, Ryan. Damn it, Ryan. Oh, Ford does look like it's about to cross. Coming down hard right now. So Ford is moving to the downside. Hold on. What's Tesla doing? I mean, are all the EVs selling off right now? No, Tesla's pumping right now. Spy's pumping up. All right, if Tesla's going to keep moving like this, Spy's probably going to start to come up. AMC right now, 1517. We got GME at 101.40. Little bit off of that intraday high. PBIG, what are we looking at over here? And it's just kind of slowly trying to stair step its way up to the previous intraday high. We got SPY coming up as well. Ho, 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 ho. I like it. I like it a lot. Apple calls. There you go. Netflix is ripping. All right. BBIG is coming up here a little bit too. GME's moving back up. SPY's coming up here. I like to see this. I did get some SPY calls. So right now, went a little small on the SPY and BBIG. So that's what I got at open. Let's see what happens. Amy right now, 1523. SPY's moving up here a little bit. If these contracts run in the money, I'll be a very VIX. Currently up about 9% on the SPY, up 20% on the BBIGs. Ooh, SPY getting a little pop here. I like this. Amy back down a little bit. GME, coming down. SPY. All right. Prague looking jumpy. Is it now? Is it now? Is it now? 4%. I like SPY's coming up here. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Tesla's probably ripping right now. Let's see. Affirm's making a comeback. I'm not going to test my luck on Affirm again. I already got out with that wild play. TMI's already in Vegas. No, he's not in Vegas. SPY trying to make a move here. Amy back down into the red. Flickering red-green right now. GME up 3%. SPY's moving up here. I like this. All right. Flickering around over here. BBIG, I think, is selling off a little bit. Yeah, BBIG getting a red candle over here on this 1348 cross. Mass Gang, what's up, people? All right. Biggie trying to do its thing over here. SPY is looking like it wants to make a new intraday high. Amy coming down a little. GME at 127. Apple's on fire. Hold on. Where was the cross on Apple? Crossed here, starting to come up, breaking out of this range. Not bad on Apple. SPY's coming up, making a new intraday high over here. Oh, ho, ho. These SPY contracts are going to be good. Hopefully, I'll probably cut these a little bit early. I'll sell a couple of them. BBIG, what are we doing over here? Biggie coming down and bounce back up a little. Hood just crossed 1348 to the downside. I like that. Do you know if anybody has been adding up all the short interest on all AMC heavy ETFs? We know about IWM. I just checked a random one, VTWV. It had like 873% increase in short interest for the first half of January. That's insane. You're up 8% on Apple. Attaboy, Chris. All right, SPY's kind of settling down here. Amy's at 1508. GME just fell back down below 100. But remember, when you take a look at the cost of borrow and stuff, the VIX gapped up. I don't know. Where's TLT? Is TLT selling off over here? Hopefully TLT is moving down. Okay, TLT trying to make a move back up here a little bit. Okay. Let's see what happens with this TLT move. And that's going to really tell me what's going to happen with SPY. Let's see. Yeah, also for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Whoa, we got a lot of people in here today. Thank you guys. All right. Is Apple pumping the market again? Apple and Tesla are bringing up the market. So if you look at it's mainly Tesla right now. Apple makes up, what is it, like 4% of the market? Yeah, like look at Tesla. Tesla's just going on a moon mission right now, and Apple's trying to come with it. Let's see. Yeah, Apple's up there. SPY's trying. Amy's at 1518. We got GME at 9966. I don't know. It could be a really interesting day here, people. Roblox top 5. There you go. NVIDIA running. NVDA. Yeah, NVIDIA is running. It crossed in the pre-market though, so that one wasn't really actionable. Amy coming back up 1531 over here. GME trying to get back above 100. The SPY 442.27 with an intraday high of 442.50. If this thing gets a little bit of action over here with Tesla and Apple and everything starting to rip, watch out above on everything. Netflix running. People are saying that. Whoa, Netflix getting a rip right here. Again, no 1348 cross on this thing. Yeah. Also, if you guys want to learn more about 1348, there is the link to the free chat in the Discord up above. If you guys want to learn, hop in there. But yeah, let's see what happens today. Netflix moving. GME 136, trying to come up a little bit here. Amy 1528. Let's see what's gonna happen. Neo's moving. All the EVs are starting to move right here. All the EVs are starting to get a little wonky. Let's see. Oh, Amy 1531. SPY going for that new intraday high here. Netflix coming up. GME pop. Come on. 175 up 2.9%. AMC 1537 up about 2.2% right now. Looking good. It's because TMI is not on today. What happened, Joanne? What happened? Am I still in BBIG? Well, I just got some call. I'm literally just trading it right now. I mean, there was some Cryptide news. It's starting to come down a little bit here. I mean, we did get this 1348 cross. I mean, I'm still going to follow the rules with 1348 with all the rules that are outlined for everybody. So let's see what happens with it. If it starts to run, those contracts will be good. If it doesn't, okay, cool. I didn't spend very much money on it. Lucid starting to follow Tesla. There you go. SPY moving up here. AMC 1540 up 2.26. GME 101.19. Let's see if we can test that intraday high 105.49. That would be pretty interesting over here. I'm not fooled. All y'all are short on this market. I see shark fins in today's future, says Zim. Maybe SoFi 1348 boom boom. SoFi with a little crossover here. Interesting. Amy's coming up. SPY's moving back down. GME's trying to come up here a little bit. Ho, 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 ho. Interesting. Amy trying to get that 1550 again. SoFi really coming up here. SoFi's really getting jumpy. Piggy trying to make a move. AMC trying to get above that 1550 over here, up 2.26. GME at 101.13. Not bad. Back above 100. I like to see it. Is Apple ripping or is Apple selling off with that move? Or is this a Tesla move? So Apple's still coming up here. Did Tesla get a little bit of a sell candle with the SPY? Nope. Tesla's still on this little moon mission. Let's see if it's going to drag the SPY up with it. That'd be pretty. BBIG is flagging. Yeah, I saw that. DWAC, is DWAC going? Interesting. So, hold on. Amy, 1543 still. Yeah, DWAC crossing the pre-market, but DWAC is getting a little jumpy here. I like to see all this. Does oil go up or down if we go to war? Probably up. I think. I'm not really sure. I haven't really lived through like a big war period, so I don't really know what happens with oil. I can look at it. Lordstown Mortar, isn't that right? Up 14%. There you go, people. Yeah. Oh, DWAC pumping. AMC starting to get up here a little bit. Hold your horses. I like it. Yeah, DWAC's over here. DWAC is really ripping right now. So AMC trying to get that 1550 right now. We're up about 2.26%. SPY doesn't really want to get going yet, but let's see. Neo, oh boy. Neo get across. Neo's really ripping. All the EVs are really starting to get going today. This is interesting. Prog cross, interesting. Oil always goes up during wartime. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. I that's one of the things I just don't know. SPY flickering around here. BBIG, what's going on with this beast? It's coming up a little bit here, but it is flagging a little bit. Let's see. Charge point going. Woo! Here we go. Things are starting to move. 1543 on Amy over here. Let's see what happens with these SPY contracts. I kind of like it today. Let's see if we're going to get a little action. A little bit of action overall. I know DWAC was really ripping just now, so let's see. SPY with a little candle over here. All right, people. Snap. You want snap? Snap. Not doing all right. SPY moving down. Amy at 1537. We got GME trying to come up too. SPY is just kind of flickering around over here. Just added more STVs. Share new member. What? If we go to War by Lockheed, yeah. Yeah, Lockheed, I think DLPH is one. And then SWBI, you would wanna look at that one. I think that's Smith& and Wesson. DWEX still ripping. Jeez, Amy is at 1536 right now, doing good today. GME's at 101.07, up 3.23. Spy's moving down here. Biggie coming down a little. Amy getting a little bit jumpy over here. Hold your horses. Uber crossed up at open and is ripping now. Ho, 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 ho. Uber. We've hit a couple of Uber plays. Yeah, Uber crossed it open and it's starting to head up here. I like it. Let's see. Hopefully you guys are getting some of these plays over here that you're calling out. Netflix running. Yeah, Netflix crossed in the pre-market though. So I mean, I think it wasn't really actionable. Raytheon's one. Yep. He said chair. Gotcha. FGI. Let's see. FGI doing good. Amy trying. Spy's looking a little weak over here. Amy coming up. I don't know. I'm gonna follow the rules on the Spy and see what happens. But let's see. BBIG calls looking decent. Yeah, I don't know what FGI is, but that thing is up 55% right now. Yeah, Spy's trying to fight around here. We've got Amy at 1538 right now, up 2%. We got GME still above 100, up 2.73. Let's see what happens here. Love this stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right. Amy slowly stair-stepping its way up, trying to get to that 1550. GME little pop, Spy little pop. I like it. Halliburton. Yeah, that'll be one of them, I think, too. Feeling scrappy today. Yeah, let's check Ortex really quick on a couple of these things just to kind of see what's going on. GME's, I mean, I'm really just focused on cost to borrow right now. High cost. I mean, GME's max cost to borrow this morning was 18%. I don't know how that changed, but it did. AMC's was like 5% at one point, which was that was like the highest we've seen it in a while. Now it's at like 2. Yeah, so the cost of borrow on AMC stepping up. I like it. We have 205,000 borrowed shares, 20.64% estimated short interest over here. Spy coming down a little bit here. Amy still trying to fight a little bit around here. GME, same thing. BBIG about to pop. I think so too. First time listening, loving the stream. Israel, I appreciate that, man. Blackberry cross. Yeah, what are these Spy contracts at? Spy contracts down about 10%. Moving back up. BBIG calls doing all right over here. I mean, those are up like 7%. Those I took a shot at, so I didn't put very much money into them. The Spy is usually with the amount of money that I would put into it. I did get in a little bit early, still traded it a little small though, but let's see what happens. Bouncing off the 13. Amy approaching that 1550 right here, 1551. The intraday high is 1563. GME's getting a little bit of a pop here. Spy's moving back up. Hold your horses, up 3% on AMC right now. We got GME up about 4. Spy's starting to get a little bit of action here. I like it. I like it, people. Morals will keep me out of the stop telling me what to invest in. Phil, I haven't told you anything. Running. Oh, Spy, new highs over here. Up 10% now on Spy calls. I mean, I need a lot more out of Spy, but you know, not you, Phil. All good, buddy. Tone, thanks, bud. I appreciate that. Affirm looking to cross back on the upside on 1348. See, I really want to play Affirm, but at the same time, like I already I don't want to push. Okay, fine. Affirm's been good to me. Let's see what happens. About 15% right now on. All right, yeah, Affirm is about to cross. If the Spy's going to run, Affirm could be dirty. I mean, on Friday, I had the $55 calls, and it's at 61 right now. That's insane. GME 101.75. AMC hanging right around that 1550 level. Spy's starting to make new highs over here. 442.90. Oh, it's flickering. It's flickering. Whew. Biggie, go get it. Is Biggie running? BBIG starting to run up a little bit here. The Spy is looking nice right now. Hopefully it doesn't get knocked down. A little bit of a bounce off the 13. I like it. Netflix probably still running. Didn't really get a cross. Wasn't really actionable. All right, here comes the Spy. Here she goes. Spy coming up on the daily. Yep. AMC's looking like coiled. Yeah, everything's looking like it wants to. It's coiling right now. I mean, GME looks like it wants to go. It had an intraday high of 105.40. I was up like 7%. Like that's a big move. Maybe even more. Biggie's trying to get going here. I don't know. Let's see if the buyers step in on this thing. Whoa, you guys are really killing it with the likes today. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. So, SPY trying to move up a little bit here. Contracts up about 13%. BBIG contract 7.5. Nothing too crazy yet today. It's all about, I mean, I might just take the gain at some point. Just nice and slow gains. Not trying to swing for home runs. On Fridays, though, we will swing for home runs because there's no time to expire. That's kind of what I'm doing on the SPY today, too. BBIG moving up a little here. Any chance we can take a look at fun Ortex? Or is this a no fun zone? We can take a look at fun Ortex, buddy. We don't discriminate on stocks over here. Unless you're gonna talk about Robinhood, and then we will discriminate Robinhood. 99% utilization, pretty high cost to borrow, but only 8.71% short interest. So it's all right. AMC still hanging around 1550 right now. We got GME trying to make that move up. SPY's trying to make that move up above 443. That would be pretty sweet to see. We probably haven't seen that range in a while. Man, SPY's trying to be a little bit reversey over here. Please don't sing. Oh, Tony, you must be new here, buddy. You must be new here. Ford and AMD. Is Ford still selling off or did Ford reverse? Ryan, what? Yeah, Ford. I didn't like it. It was coming down though, and then it just ripped. Ryan, hopefully you didn't get blown out on Ford. All right. So SPY's looking like it wants to come up here. 1550 on AMC. If the buyers start coming, so here's the other thing we got to think about. So there is a lot of money on the sidelines waiting to buy these stocks. Lot like V. A firm crossed. God damn it. Damn it. So there's a lot of money on the sidelines waiting for a lot of these stocks to go. And when you see the market start to trend to the upside, and the firm's too expensive, and you see the market really start to move like we're seeing right here, and then AMC and GME start to get a little bit of candles. Well, these aren't like crazy candles yet, but if the market continues to trend, we're going to see a lot of money just go boom right into AMC and GME, just like we saw on those couple of days. I think it was one day last week where AMC and GME just started pumping out of nowhere. We just saw it rip. New highs on the SPY. GME's coming up 102.44 right now. AMC 1557. 1563 is the previous high. Let's see what's going on with these SPY contracts. SPY contracts up about 18%. Not bad. BBIG is up 12%. Okay, let's see what happens with this. Amy coming up, SPY coming. Everything's starting to make a little bit of a firm is ripping. If you have enough money, that could be good. I'm not touching a firm. You said SoFi all morning. Yeah, SoFi is doing good. Ford is trash. I would say no. You got into SoFi. There you go, Ryan. I like that. Floop. That's kind of what we want to see. We want to see a bunch of floops. I mean, I want to see a floop on the SPY and BBIG. But where's Biggie right now? Biggie. Coming up here. 12. Okay. Do you play crypto options? I don't. That's going to be like crypto options are a little weird because I almost don't want crypto options. Do you know why? When the options market comes, do you know who's selling it to you? Selling you those options? Market makers like Citadel and Goldman and all these other institutions that are trying to get their hand in the cookie jar with the options market of crypto. I don't think that they should have an options market on crypto. It could be fun to trade, but that's going to mess with price action. When those institutions get involved with all the money that they have, I mean, it's not the best thing to see just because like they're going to mess with stuff. I mean, we see it in stocks. We see stuff all the time start to flicker around just based on like what happens with the options market. You see like a bunch of people buy puts and then all of a sudden, like Amy's coming up here. Amy's looking for that new day high right here. One more penny. It just hit the previous. There it is. New day highs on AMC. 1570. GME's coming up here. 103.05. I like it. SPY's moving up. BBIG's trying over here. It's looking like we're having a good little morning here today, people. TLT uptrend. Spaghetti-o. Yeah, TLT's moving up here. SPY and TLT are linking up today. I don't know. Let's see who's going to be right. GME up 5% right now. AMC up 4%. Looking decent over here. I like it. BBIG contracts not moving. SPY contracts up about 13% right now. So let's see if SPY gets really jumpy throughout the day. That could be fun. I need about like another $1. Oh, Amy, new day highs over here up 4.5. GME trying to get a little action here too. Oh baby. Just took my profits from my Apple calls. Still have 10 180s left. Sam, attaboy. Buy at the money call. Yep. Anyone take that Uber 1348 when you called it? How's it doing now? Well, the 1348 was right here. You could have gotten it on this first candle here today and gone from that's a big move. SPY's moving up. AMC is looking like it wants to get all the way back up to 16. GME's at about 103 right now. The SPY is making new day highs over here. What are these contracts at? About 17% on these SPY. Mara, hold on. Is Bitcoin coming up? What's Mara doing? The thing is that we're still only a half hour in and the market could just poop itself. So watch out. SPY's moving up again, making new day highs. Mara's looking like it wants to get across. AMC coming up too at 1578 right now. Looks like it wants to come back up. Remember, those cost of borrows are going to put a lot of pressure on these short institutions. All right, 24% on SPY right now. I like it. Where's TMI? I think he's still traveling right now, but he should be back either later today or tomorrow. Oh, SPY. Oh, SPY, you should not have. Here we go. All right. Bear is coming up. Just got a little 1348 crossover here. BBIG is not really moving a whole lot. All righty. You're up 20% on Uber calls? Jason, attaboy. Wow. SPY. Up 30% right now on SPY call. 32%, 33%, 34%. These contracts are moving. Here we go. Francisco, thanks for the super, buddy. Good morning. Can you please check or text on SOPA? Yes. Ariel, thanks for the super. Uber never crossed on my chart. We're talking the 5-minute. Yes. Make sure you have extended hours on too. That's how you're going to see the crosses. And make sure you have EMAs. That's SPOA, not SOPA. Oh, Amy's coming up to try to test that 16 over here. I like it. Let's see, SOPA. So SOPA or text right now, we've got 39% utilization, 182% cost to borrow, though. That's really weird to see with low utilization and 2.11% estimated short interest. SPY is really getting going here. We have Mara doing its thing, GME 102. Interesting. More boom booms coming. Yeah, these SPY contracts, 42% right now. I'll freaking take it, people. All right, my SPY contracts are about to run in the money. Nice. I don't know. The bottom still could drop out of these things, but let's see. Lucid cross about 10 minutes away. Yeah, maybe. All right, new day highs on the SPY right here. Here it goes. Up 76% on QQQ calls. There you go. I mean, I'm only up 46, 47% on SPY calls, but I mean, I'll take it with the amount of money that I put into those. Go hit that like button, says Andrew C. I appreciate that. All right. SPY moving up. GME selling off a little bit. SPY didn't like 444 over here. Let's see what happens. Max Payne on AMC. I'll check that out. All right. Amy's at 1588 over here. Let me see what the Max Payne. It was 16 the last time I checked it over the weekend. It might have changed a little bit. 15. Wow. Okay. So here's what we're looking at here too. Everybody pay close attention. Everybody pay very close attention to what we're about to talk about right here. Remember, Max Payne is the price at the most amount of options contracts expire worthless. But remember, there's a range. There's a Max Payne range where around Max Payne, you are going to see these institutions, holy SPY. These institutions, here comes Amy testing that 16, where they don't have to delta hedge in terms of buying shares. They can delta hedge by selling offsetting contracts. Now, if we break far enough above that range, Max Payne's at 15. So you'd probably need to see 1650 and above in order for them to start having to hedge. Now, this week's not really that crazy in terms of options, but anything counts. So if you start to see those breaks above and you start to see the buying volume start to come back in, that's going to be a really, really good sign to see. SPY is coming up pretty big right now. I like this, man. Oh, man. If these SPY contracts go up 100%, I'll make them free and ride it to the end of the day. So SPY, I'm going to need a little bit more on SPY for that to happen. But AMC, new day high at 1598. GME's at 102.76. What's BBIG doing right now? Nothing. So let's see what happens over here. Anything else that you guys are up 35% on SPY calls? New guy, attaboy. AMC should break 16 very fast. If SPY starts to trend back up again towards this new day high, watch AMC break 16 really quickly. Remember, there's a lot of money that is waiting on the sidelines over here for things to start moving. If you start to see a boom in the market, money's going to start flowing back in. Where's TLT right now? Is TLT selling off? TLT is struggling around right here. It dropped down. We get this SPY move coming back up. If TLT starts to break down again, money is going out of bonds into equities if we see the SPY start to react off of it. If we start to see the SPY react off of it, that's a good thing to see because money's going out of bonds, safety, and into risk. So there's more. And again, remember all those puts that a lot of people were buying. Just in terms of the overall market, we saw the crazy amount of put buying. The market makers are not going to want to let those print. So SPY right now, 444 looking good. GME's coming back down. AMC 1593 right now looking decent. Anything else you guys want to take a look at, just call it out. And anything's crossing, just let me know. Where's the front? Microsoft, Mike V says. Microsoft crossed right here. That's a decent move. 308 to 311. That's a big move. I'm broke after the last month, bought SPY 450 calls up 50%. There you go, buddy. SoFi's ripping again. My man. All right. Ryan, you crushing it on Holy SoFi ripping right now. Jeez. Holy SoFi. You guys are printing over there on SoFi, huh? Yeah, SoFi's ripping. Okay, so look at this. 1348 cross gets above here. You could have taken it at 1134 all the way up to 12. That's a big move. SPY moving down a little bit here, but SoFi is pumping. Amy's looking like it wants to really get above that 16 right here. GME trying as well. Let's see what happens. I mean, SoFi is getting really jumpy. I'm not touching this now. It's a little late on this move. Could it continue to rip? Yes. Could the bottom just drop out of it too? Also, yes. So I'm gonna be looking at that one. Pfizer. All right. Pfizer down girl on Pfizer, man. We're making that money on SoFi and Robot. I bet you guys are. I mean, I'm up decent on these SPY calls. So let's see. It's 40% on SPY calls right now. I'll take it. So far. All right. So got into SoFi and got my 15% stop loss set. I'm up 80% on contracts already. Says Ryan, at a freaking boy, man. Did I do Ortex on AMC already? Yeah, like 17 times, but it's fine. I'll do it again. That's what I'm here for. Like, I'm here to give you the Ortex. All right. So 205,000 shares borrowed. 1.04 million return shares with a higher cost to borrow. Utilization 80.39, looking decent. Amy's trying to get above there now. SPY's trying to move back up here. Hold your horses. All right, what were we looking at? SoFi? You guys were printing on SoFi. Oh, this thing is dirty today. Up 86% on QQQ calls. There you go, bud. I mean, I like SPY today just because of the expiration date. You're going to see a lot more volatility, but if you hit it, you hit it. 37% on SPY calls. Amy still at 1596.97, just kind of flickering around here. If the SPY gets a little bit more movement to the upside, we could see Amy break that 16 really quickly. Oh, here it comes. So 1599. Let's see what happens at this 16. Yep, 16. Volume on AMC so far today, about 9 million. SoFi coming back up. Just made a new day high. SPY is approaching that new day high over here. Amy is chilling right around 16, up about 6.24%. GME's getting a candle. I like it. This is interesting over here. Yeah, also, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. You guys are crushing it so far today. Thank you guys so much. And I know you guys are printing over there, so that's kind of the main thing that we want to see out of everybody. So 47% on SPY calls right now. I mean, I think there's still some more room left to run. The bottom could just drop out of it too. So let's see. I mean, the 5-minute MACD is still looking good on SPY. So let's see. 16 on Amy right now. SoFi still coming up. What's BBIG doing? Is it getting any action right now? Not really. It's just kind of flagging over here. SPY looking for that new day high. Oh, just did it. New day highs on the SPY. Here we go. MTTR printing. Crypto at a freaking boy. SPY 4-hour 1340. Is it really close to coming back up? Hold up. No, it's not. Is it? Nah, it's close. You're going to need to see a lot more action out of SPY in order for it to really get going. But the SPY is having a day today. Just made new day highs over here. I mean, it kind of behooved me to get in early today. That's kind of what we were talking about earlier. I was like, I don't really like the getting in super early on the SPY. You can get in quick. Because if there's going to be a move like this that happens, you want to be here for it. But again, we're only about 38 minutes in. So right now I am up 55% on SPY calls. Nothing on BBIG right now, but I'll take what I've got on the SPY right now. I like it. AMC 1592, GME trying to come little bit here. Everything's looking decent over here in the overall markets. Into the upside, it's fun. Up 109% on QQQ calls. There you go, buddy. Wait, he did what? Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, SPY. All right, if these contracts go up 100%, I'm going to sell one of them. They're up 70% right now. Just take profit off the table just to see and leave one till the end of the day. Up 1,358% on SPY. That's dirty. That is dirty behavior. Jesus. All right, GME coming up a little. Let's see if Amy's going to get a little bit of pop on the market running a little bit here. We're at 1592. SPY's looking for a new day high. BBIG just kind of hanging around. What else do you guys want? Affirm? Mike, what did you do? Oh, shit. Yeah, Affirm was just too expensive for my taste on the weekly. That's kind of just why I like to play SPY, just because there's like no time to expiration on these. Hood is ripping. Please don't tell me that. Beyond is still ripping or text. I could. Whole SPY. My contract. So I have the 444s for today. So I'm $1 in the money right now, which is not bad. I mean, we'll see what happens. If it starts to really get jumpy, these could be like the most dirty SPY trades of all time. Just kidding. But still up about 70% right now on these. AMC, I mean, if I went for the further out strikes, I'd be up a little bit more right now, but I'm trying to play it a little bit safe. Affirm is still ripping. GME's at 103.84. We've got AMC at 1591. The SPY's kind of chilling out around in this upper 444 range. I like to see it. It's getting a little extendo over here, but let's see. We need it today. Yup. Yeah, 16 resistance, but at the same time, you could just see it just blow right through, and then we just start to go. Astra is running. What's Astra? All right, Affirm coming back down now. SPY's getting a little bit of a sell candle here, but again, if it wants to cool off a little bit before our next leg up, that would be interesting. All right, 55% on SPY calls. Yeah, SPY moving back down here a little bit of a candle. Let's see what happens. Bank of America is about to cross. Interesting. Go SPY. I want to come out of my house. AMC has made me stay. Yeah. All right. Spot. I don't know. I think the buyers are stepping in on this stuff today. I think the PPT, the plunge protection team, is going to come in and just pump everything. Intel about to cross up. That sucks. 60% on SPY calls currently. Amy's at 1588. GME 103.50 up 5.7. AMC's up about 5.4. SPY's just kind of hanging around right here. Let's see what happens. DraftKings still ripping up 300% on DWAC. There you go, buddy. Apple's not screwing around. What's Apple doing? Apple looking good. Amy just got a little bit of a sell candle here. Where's Tesla? Because Tesla and Apple were moving the market. Yeah, Tesla's up a boatload right now. Like, look, if Tesla starts to trend back up, you can kind of just see it. Like, Tesla and Apple are bringing up the market today. They just make up such a big percentage of the SPY. Need to start picking colors for your Lambo. Yeah, if AMC like really starts to go and you're hitting a bunch of 1348 plays, you're going to be in good shape. Let's see. Here's what we want here. You ready? Rockets and basketballs on this little sell-off right here. Rockets and freaking basketballs to get us over 16. GME 103.06. SPY's trying to make another move back up here. Let's see if it crosses 445 with any sort of momentum. BBIG was coming down a little bit. Yeah, a little bit here. Testing the 13. Oh, here comes the SPY. Let's see what happens with Amy up here. I like it. Fuel cell. There you go. TLT moving up. Could be. TLT might have blasted up here a little bit. Yeah, TLT is making a little bit of a move here, but SPY is following it. So, I don't know. TLT and the SPY have been kind of disjointing recently. They make up such a large percentage of people's portfolios. Yeah, and the overall SPY. All right, new day highs on the SPY over here. I like to see this. 70% over here. AMC, please do something. I want to see it start to get jumpy. AMD, what's AMD doing? I mean, we've hit some dirty. Oops. AMD's pumping right here. Didn't get across an actionable cross, but it is pumping ahead of earnings. MVIS, Microvision. Let's see. Yeah, Microvision's pumping. A little cross at open. Amy's at 1583, just kind of hanging around. SPY's at 444.65. Let's see what happens here. Tesla's up $50 a share. My call options are down. You probably bought wild out of the money contracts. unless you bought them today and you kind of top ticked it. But Microvision's coming up pretty big here, up 12.6%. Let's see, GME's up 5.44, SPY's up 0.6, AMC's up 5.25. Everything's looking decent today, people. All right, people. Yeah, for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Just helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. You guys are crushing it today. Hold on. Where's my stuff? There it is. Got my stuff. All right. SPY just kind of flickering around. Microvision doing good. Amy, 1587. I mean, it's up pretty big today. We're doing pretty. Ooh, hold on now. 1591. Hold up. Hold your horses. All righty. Hit that like. 3K in here. Only 1.2K likes. Yeah, if you guys don't mind. I mean, you guys are crushing it so far. All right. SPY doing its thing. Amy, come on. Get this push above 16. GME. Okay, let's see. XOM about to cross. Oil. Yeah. Here we go. Another 16 test incoming. I think so. Yeah. Hold on. 1593. It looks like it wants it. SPY's getting a little candle. Hold on now. Hold your horses. All right. Got out of Apple at 29%. There you go. I mean, I'm gonna see what happens with this SPY over here. I think it's got some more room left to run. So let's see. I think Bank of America just crossed. I mean, I'm up 64%, 66%. So let's see what happens. Amy, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. Seeing several charts showing AMC stock with a graph in the background claiming the stock is being held, not sold. What chart would this show? Yeah, they're looking at OBV, on balance volume. It takes into account like it gives you a good understanding of like if people are selling or not. Now, I saw a chart that was kind of getting a little bit manipulated around to like be like, oh, Jimmy's not selling, but AMC is. Yeah, AMC's came down a little bit more. But in terms of like, well, AMC had a bigger run in June, so the OBV inflated a little bit with all the extra buyers coming in. So it would make sense for it to come down a little bit more than GME's had. So yeah, in general, people are buying and holding these two stocks. AMC right now 1580. SPY's trying to make another move back up here above 445. It's looking good. But yeah, Amy, that's on balance volume. So OBV. Hood is ripping on announcements of class action lawsuits against it. Welcome to Bizarro World. Yeah. Bank of America crossed on the 3 and 5. Microvision's ripping now. Hold on. Bank of America did cross. So it is crossing. It's about to cross right now on the 5, and it is above the 200. Maybe I'll flip it. Maybe I won't. But the SPY is looking good over here, up about 73%, 74% on these. I like it. Nicholas, thank you so much for the super, buddy. Up 40% on my account due to SPY today. Thanks for the live. Nicholas, there you go, buddy. That's what we love to see. Oh, Bank of America popping here. A little bit of a 1348 cross above the 200. I'm not going to take this one, but I mean, it does meet the criteria. I'm just kind of watching SPY. I don't want to outlay too much money yet because I don't want to just randomly run out of settled cash and then we have a massive move that we could see later today and I won't be able to trade it. So let's see. Ariel, thank you so much for the super. I see I have set EMA as the source on the EMA indicator. I think so. I don't know what broker you're on, but it should be EMA exponential moving average. The input should be 1348. And then you should also have the 200 EMA on there too. Just to give a better direction of the trend. So AMC right now, Ariel, also thank you so much for the supers, guys. You guys don't have to do that if you want to, but special shout out to those of you guys who do. Helps out a whole lot. Shares borrowed against AMC today. We can take a look at that really quickly. So when we refresh this right here, we have 205,000 shares borrowed, 1.04 million shares returned. But the cost to borrow is stepping up on both AMC and GME. Let's take a look and see what GME's is now. It was like 5% before. Again, it said 18% in the pre-market. It's kind of gnarly that it's down. I mean, the average 4.76%, looking good. 210,000 shares borrowed, 35,000 shares returned, 18.27% short interest. Not bad. SPY doing all right here. Amy trying to get that another test of the 16. I mean, here's the other thing. So with this Bank of America crossover right here, if the SPY is going to rip like it's doing, making new intraday highs, Bank of America is going to come with it. All righty. Let's see. All right, people. SPY new highs. Hold on. These contracts might be up 100% now. 82% on SPY contracts. Ariel, you're using TradingView. Okay, so you click the EMA on TradingView, and then you go over and go into inputs, I think. Hold on. And then you just do 13, then you do another one, then you hit 48, then you do another one, then you do the 200. So SPY just made a new high. Bank of America come back down off that. GME 10408 looking decent over here, people. Having some fun today in the market. I like it. I like it. All righty. How's AMC Ortex? It's doing good. I mean, we just took a look at it. If you want to see it, go what do you call it? Go just rewind the stream like 30 seconds and you'll see the Ortex. Bank of America popping back up again here. Amy's at 1587. Spies, I mean, it's just kind of flickering around right here. I still think it's got a little bit of upside left. I mean, this candle was pretty nice. If it starts to sell off here, I'll just ditch these contracts to take the gain and then maybe get back in later. But I don't know. I still see the SPY buyers are going to come back in. The 5-minute MACD still looks good. Let's see here. What do you think our next big price level that could cause big booms? 20. 20. Shorts didn't cover, not selling. Yeah, they've really just been adding to their positions. And with cost of borrow and utilization coming up, for those of you guys who are new coming in here, who weren't in here earlier, you're gonna see a lot more pressure getting put on these short institutions now, just because they have to pay more money out on the short positions that they already have. So if they want to take out more shares, well, they're gonna have to pay more, and they're gonna have to pay more on the existing shares that they already have. All right, so I've got like a little bit of like a mental stop on where I might take it in terms of the price on the SPY right here. If it gets down to I mean, these contracts are still 80 cents in the money right now, so looking good. Ariel, am I using Webull? Yeah, right here I'm using Webull. It's a little bit easier to do it on Webull, but I have it on TradingView too. Up 65% on the Uber call. Ryan, good call out there, buddy. Feels good to see some green for once. It does. The market's kind of trying to get a little bit reversey over here. I don't know. SPY's kind of teetering over here. It's kind of topping out. So I don't know. It is almost an hour into the trading day today. Let's see what these contracts are up. 63%. I mean, that's still really good. BBIG and Moderna not doing anything. What do we think? I mean, I'm down a little bit on these BBIG calls, but like 7%. It really just has to do with the spread on it. Here comes a SPY again. Amy, get that test to 16 and start going. See, look, SPY starts coming up. Bank of America starts trending up as well. So that's what you're going to have to look out for. That's why I always have SPY up with everything. So if I'm going to trade like Uber or DraftKings or anything, I'm still going to be looking at the SPY, because if this bottom drops out of the SPY, it's going to take everything down with it. And it doesn't matter that you're going to get a 1348 cross. It'll still come down. Wow, 3K in the room. You've come a long way. Chris, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Oh, wow. We do have a lot of people in here. Welcome, everybody. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Smash that like for Moas. Sam, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. All right, SPY trying to get above that 445. Getting a little bit of resistance over here. Amy, same thing. Trying to get above 16. Ariel, on TradingView, is it EMA 0? Let me look. I'll pull it up for you right now. I'll just do it on the SPY because it's easy. I think I have them set up. Oops. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So I have the 1348 on the SPY set up right now. And when you go like this, so I'll do this really quickly. So you're going to go to indicators. You're going to hit this EMA, and you're going to click moving average exponential. You click this. Then it pops up over to the left over here, and it's going to say EMA 9. Then you click this little gear, and you're going to go to inputs, length, and you're going to change that to 13, and you're going to do that for all of them. So that's what you got to do. Oh, shoot. Riley, thank you so much for that big super. I appreciate that. Man, thank you. You have a small concert venue in this live chat. Congrats, STV. Thank you, guys. This would not be possible without you guys. Amy's popping up here. Whoa, new highs on the SPY. Okay, these contracts are printing. All right, 98% on these SPY calls right now. If it hits over 100%, I am going to sell half and make it free. That's kind of how I'm doing things these days, just trying to take some money off of the table, and just trying to protect myself just to make sure I keep some of the gains and just have some free contracts. So if I get a free SPY contract today, I will hold that mother effort into close. Uber ripping too. What's Bank of America doing? Didn't really get that pop off that little SPY move here. So let's see. If these SPY contracts go up over 100%, I will sell one, and then we'll see how it's going to go. Maybe I'll leave it for a little bit. Next level 17. I mean, remember, they have the 50-cent options now. So they're going to come in. Ariel, yes, if you do that, it doesn't show a cross on Uber. Let me look. That's weird. That is really weird. I don't know. I don't know. That's weird because it usually does show that. Ariel, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to work on that. Maybe something happened over there. If anybody knows, I mean, that's usually what I've been doing. Just on Trading View, it's looked the same. That is weird. So, hmm. All right, SPY selling off now a little bit after that big green candle. Let's see here. Team high is an anagram for in the money. Yep. Bing bong. The price is wrong. Yep. Yep. I mean, Amy didn't really get a pop off of this move right here, but hold on. Tesla's moving up. If Tesla's moving up, I mean, now these contracts are only up 80%, so SPY's moving back. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I will take it at 100% once it does get there. So I do think it's going to get up to 100% today on these SPY contracts at least, so I can just make it free and then have a free SPY contract, get my money back. Let's see. What's the beverage of choice today? Dude, I walked into CVS this morning and they screwed me over. They only have these like razzleberry rains. I was like, all right, well, I don't like the melon ones. Those are kind of shitty. So I went with this one. So AMC right now, 1589, 87, just kind of flickering around. SPY's getting another move back to the upside. Uh, 90% on SPY calls right now. Tesla's moving up here. Watch SPY get a little bit of action. Let's see. 82. SPY didn't like it. Let's see. Hold up. Hold your horses. Let's see. How much snow did I end up getting? A shitload. Don't drink that trash. We need you healthy. You need me energized is what you need, which is what we have to. Tesla's up 7% right now. SPY moving back down. NNDM starting to get some chatter on Reddit again. Interesting. Short interest high on that thing. Shares available to borrow on AMC. I wouldn't use Stonko Tracker to do that. I don't like it. It's only getting data from one source. So, I mean, I would just look at Ortex. 85% of the total data that we're getting. Tesla's coming up again. Watch SPY start to get a move off this. What's Apple doing? If Apple and Tesla are ripping right now, which Apple's trying to get a little bit of a move, that could send SPY on another giant move, which would be nice. I would love to see that. Let's see. Yeah. Also, if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream as you guys are filtering in over here. What's Biggie doing over here? Not too much on BBIG. SPY moved back down. It's still above 445, looking good. AMC at 1582. GME curling down a little here, 102.75. Let's see what happens. The squeezes at your doorstep. Don't get caught in the FOMO train. Hold strong. I mean, the FOMO buying is going to be a really good thing to have. SPY needs to retest 445. It might right here, avocado. It looks like it wants to right here. Would SoFi run more because the Rams going to the Super Bowl in their own stadium, the SoFi Stadium? I don't know about that. Maybe. SPY back up. That's singing, though. I didn't sing anything. Not yet. Not yet. We might have to start singing at Amy in a little bit. Past my last kidney stone. Thanks for keeping me entertained. Dude, I don't think any amount of my entertainment is going to help you with kidney stone pain. I just knew Tesla was going to run today. Feels like a holiday. Lou, go, bud. Lucid Cross coming in candle. Cross up? No, Lucid is not. Lucid's already crossed. Bull flags? Yeah, a little bit. BBIG's got a big one. Right here. Flagging. All right. GME. I mean, not as much on GME on the 5-minute. All right. SPY just came back down below 445. That's no fun. That's no fun. Affirm still looking good. There you go. What options do I have this morning? I have some 444 SPY calls. I've got a little bit of BBIG. BBIG's coming down a little bit here. Just on a potential breakout. I went really small on the BBIG, a little bit bigger on the SPY. The SPYs now are probably up like 50% about, probably. They were just up almost 100, but let's see. We're getting a little bit of a sell-off here. Let's see if we can kind of stair step our way back up. What are they at right now? 54% in the green. I mean, still looking good on SPY. Break that 16 and run. That's what I'm looking for, man. That's what we're looking for. All right, SPY moving back down. There's a certain little level that I have in my head that if it hits, I just kind of want to get out of it. It's 44.50. Still, I mean, I have the 444s. I'm in the money now. I bought these when it was at like 441. So let's see what happens here. 1573 on Amy, up 4 point. It's coming down a little here. SPY moving down as well. BBIG coming back up. Ooh, little volatility coming in the market here, everybody. Vix working stones out of people. I guess so, man. Is that my new thing over here? Just like come to Vix's channel if you want your kidney stones gone. Roblox looking good. Yeah, I mean, people were crushing it on Roblox earlier. Let's take a look. Where did it cross? Ooh, there it is. Hold up. Let's see. SPY looking like it wants to curl down here. Ariel, thanks for the super. I think I figured it out for everyone using TradingView. If you click on EMA settings, go to input, make sure EMA is selected as the source. Ariel, thank you. I appreciate that. SoFi reversing. Everything's reversing right here. So this could be the little... Hold on. I think I'm going to ditch these SPYs. Unless we get a... Unless this candle comes right back up, which it looks like it wants to, I'm going to ditch the SPY. I'm watching it closely now. 5-minute MACD looks like it wants to cross down. Let's see what happens if SPY just gets another boom right here. I mean, the intraday high is 445.79. That's pretty big. On TradingView, look for Dork EMA crossover. Yeah, that's a decent one. You can look at that one too. All right, these SPYs just came back to life. I don't know. Let's see what happens. 56% on SPY right now. 55. Okay. Legit passing a kidney stone right now. I'm glad not the only one. That's gnarly. That is kind of gross. Like, not gonna lie, that's kind of gnarly. Alrighty. Market going deep red. Not sure why everyone's so bullish. AMC needs to separate itself. It won't, though. All right, there goes the SPY. Yeah, coming back down to test this 13 EMA, though. Hold on. That's kind of where I want to look at it. Where's this 13? That sucks. I don't want it down there. I don't know. See, I do this a lot where I'll like see it start to fall and I'll be like, oh, get out. And then it'll just go on a moon mission for the rest of the day. And then I'll be like, oh, I hate my life. I could have made like thousands of dollars if I just held it. So I'm going to wait on this one and wait at this test of the 13. That's what I think we're going to do. Just follow the strategy, test in the 13 and just see what happens. That dip hit my stop loss for BBIG and SoFi. BBIG, small loss. SoFi, 80% gain. Yeah, actually, where are these BBIGs at? Yeah, I'll take this back. Bing bong. Yeah, I'd cut the loss on BBIG. I mean, I only put like $100 into it. Like, that's literally what I did. I was like, I don't really like it that much, but we'll see what happens. The day high was 1601, but when you go to the highest peak on the chart, different numbers on AMC. So AMC 1601. No, it's 1601 right here is the peak. Wall Street, it's the block. Okay, so right here, 1601 was the high. And when you look right here, 1601 is also the high. So Amy, I think the SPY just needed to cool down. Avocado, I think so too. Do you think it's coincident with the upcoming rule changes and since utilization on Amy is up 15% and the borrowed shares aren't disappearing? I'm not sure what you mean by that. We're seeing the cost of borrow start to increase, and it's weird that the utilization just jumped. What I think happened with utilization for everybody in here, it looks like we just saw the institutions that said that they were going to loan out shares just be like, no, we're not loaning these. We're not going to say that we're going to loan these anymore. So the denominator of that equation just went down. The same amount of shares are out on loan, even a little bit less. So the amount of shares that they're willing to lend has just went down. So let's see what happens here. Sometimes you sound like AMC won't ever squeeze. Why? SPY runs, AMC barely moves. Then you say if SPY crashes, AMC will crash as well. No, it will. It will. And then eventually, if it gets down to a certain level, maybe they'll cover their position. But what we really need to see is bullishness in the market. Now, here's the other thing. I was talking to some people over the weekend with rate hikes. With rate hikes, all borrowing rates go up. Credit card, mortgage, bond, everything goes up. Now, I was like, is that going to increase the cost to borrow on securities lending? But I was talking to some people and they were like, yeah, it should. It should. When rates go up, you should see the securities lending market start to have a higher cost of borrows. Now, it's still going to be a reflection of supply and demand in that market. So I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens. If we see a rate hike come and then cost to borrow and everything starts to spike, that's gonna be interesting because the like again, it's like no more free lunch of like pushing stocks down without having cost to borrow jump up on you. So right now, AMC's at 1569, up about 4.2%, 4.1%. GME's bouncing up off the 30. SPY's making a little bit of a back up here. I think TMI's avocado was right to cool off a little bit. I mean, now these contracts are up 55% here. Hold up. All right, SPY, do your thing. Print some money for me, huh? Let's see. Yeah, also for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Just helps out a whole lot. We are growing fast over here. Thanks to everybody that's coming in too. Each and every one of you guys are awesome. Except for the people that are like the shills. I know there's definitely some in here, which is fine. I don't. They're probably just waiting for their moment to strike if AMC ends up going down, which is fine. Hi, shills. Again, Melvin was wrong. There's not really much you can say about it, but yeah, thanks to all you guys, all the members, mods, everybody in here, and just everybody being positive. This would not be you guys. You keep mentioning what's it up to now? 80%. 80% is what utilization's up to now, which is weird. Chill. One watching? I don't know. YouTube's been glitching around like that where it says like there's one watching, but there's really not. Let's see. Go to class. Guys, my classes went in person this week, and you know where I'm not going to be going today? Class. Says 41 watching. I see on my end like 3,000. So let's see. Amy coming back up here. SPY's making another move back to the upside. I like this. Trying to get over that. Oh, there it is. 445 again. Let's see if SPY wants to come up and make a new day high over here. I mean, maybe a good. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do with these SPY contracts. I am going to play it according to the rules with the 13 EMA. 1348 cross. Got in the calls. If it comes down, breaks the 13, then I'll get out. But other than that, I'm going to stay in these calls for a while. Let's see. Where is the 13 right now? 443.90. Okay, that sucks, but you know, SPY puts at the top. There you go. Lucid. What happened with Roblox coming back up off that little test? A lot of things are testing their 13 on the 5-minute and bouncing right back up. Lucid getting a candle over here. Woo! I'm the one watching. Thank you. Appreciate that. You have over 29,000 watching. That's a lot. I don't know what you're doing, but that's pretty wild. We still handing out timeouts when people say you go to class. Yes, that's the joke. All right. Come on, SPY. Do your thing here, buddy. YouTube naked shorted my viewers again. I guess so. They do that. It'll just randomly sell off. All right. SPY doing all right here. Amy bouncing off the 13. I want that test of 16. I want that big boom over 16. If the SPY comes up, breaks an intraday high over here, you could see it. So 44, looking all right over here. Can we get a Nokia Ortex? You can get whatever you like. Nokia Ortex? Of course you can. Hold on. Let's see here. No data? What is this nonsense? Okay. I don't think they're giving it to me. That's kind of weird. Let's see here. Bryant, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Is Netflix getting ready to cross to the upside on the 1 hour time frame? I typically don't use the 1 hour. I would use, let's see here. So Netflix is up 7% today. On the 30-minute, when did it cross? It didn't. There's no cross on Netflix today that it was actionable. So I don't know. Netflix has been pumping today. The 13 did cross above the 200 EMA. Take that information and do what you want with it, but nothing too crazy going on in terms of like the intraday on Netflix. So SPY moving back down a little bit here, 444.45, coming back up. It's just kind of flickering around here. So we're only about like an hour, an hour and 8 minutes in. Can you check the Ortex on ticker symbol Walmart? No, not a hedge fund. I will not. CEI Ortex? I got you. Hamer Energy. All right, so CEI Ortex right here, 69% utilization, decent cost to borrow, 4.6%, 11.27% short interest on that. Not terrible. Not terrible. Max pain for AMC this week is $15. Hold on. So what are we looking at right here? SPY, what you doing? All right, coming back up again. Amy bouncing off the 13 yet again. Let's see. SPY struggling with 445 resistance. Yeah, I know. I almost heard you say avocado. Yeah, I almost did. All right, the SPY contracts up 46%. Not terrible. Cole, thank you so much for the super. Please check out Melvin Capital's website. Weird thoughts. Okay, so we checked that out on Friday. I thought it was very weird too that it looked like their website was down. Apparently, it's been like that since February. I just haven't been looking at Melvin Capital's website every day. I've never looked at their website. So I was like, oh, that's really weird. But it's been like that. Amy popping up here. Apparently, the Melvin Capital website has looked down since like February. Max Payne. It's the price where the most amount of options expire worthless. So let's see what's gonna happen with SPY here. It's just flickering around, not really doing a whole lot. Maybe this is going to be its little cool off period before. What's the RSI looking like on SPY? Anybody know? What is the RSI on SPY right now? I'd have to like switch everything around. Anybody know? I mean, I could do it really quickly for you if you really wanted me to. All right, just can't. It was overbought a little while ago, and it is flickering back down. So let's see. Amy, 1580 right now. SPY. Yeah, 64. Oh, I'm seeing 60s. Yeah, I'm seeing 60. That's what I saw. I saw 60s on SPY's RSI. So let's see. I'm not talking about AMCs. I'm talking about SPY's. SPY RSI on the 5-minute is 62-ish. Yep. Not a hedge fund. That was you, buddy. You can't fool me with that. All right, SPY moving down here a little bit now. Hold your horses. Let's see if it tests the 13 at 443.88 or if it gets a little bit of a pop here. Wrong, dude. Interesting. I just looked at it. I just looked at it on the 5-minute, and I'll do it again. I mean, now with the sell-off, it might be different, but where is it? SPY, right here. 50, what is it? 60. It's about 60. All right, SPY coming back down to 444. Let's see if it gets a little bit of support here. I mean, let's see. Picked up 28 more AMC and averaged down by 39 cents. Rogue, what's up, buddy? How you doing? All right, so SPY's looking like it wants to touch the 13 right here. And it's bouncing back up. Let's see what happens. TLT going up, SPY dropping. God damn it, TLT. Why can't you let me have any fun, bond market? Come on, GME popping up off of its 13. I don't know. Missed the BlackBerry cross. Can you explain the actual trade you made with the SPY call this morning, please? At the money strike price. Okay, so we got a little 1348 cross right at open, and I was like, okay, well, it would be better in my mind to have some sort of exposure on the market doing this than to just sit here and wait for it to flicker around like this. So I got in a little bit on some SPY calls. I bought it was at 441, I think is when I got them. So right around here, I bought the 444s. So I went a little bit deeper out of the money than I should have, but they're in the money right now. Could have sold them a little while ago when they were up almost 100%, but now we're seeing it flicker right where my contracts are. So I'm just kind of watching it at this 13 EMA. If it breaks below, I'll just ditch them. And then get into something later. You finally got a new laptop? Attaboy, made 44% on BBBY thanks to 1348. There you go. Hold on. All right, SPY just bouncing around. It's 13 right now. AMC's at 1579. We got GME trying to step up here a little bit. Netflix kind of coming down to its. Let's see what happens with. I see a descending wedge flag on the 5-minute. That's don't change. Butterface. Appreciate that, buddy. Last time NNDM got some Reddit hype, went from 3 to 17 in a few weeks. Let's get back to this. Maybe. SPY. What are these contracts up now? What are these contracts at? 32%. Still not bad. Still not bad. All right, let's see. Now it's 40%. All right. I like that little bounce off the 13 coming back up. Let's see what happens here with SPY. SV, have you been recognized on campus yet? Ethan, I hate to break it to you, buddy. but I'm not going to campus unless I have a test. I can't. Like, what am I gonna? I'm gonna not do this. Come on now. There's like 3,000 people in here. Intel will cross on the downside in the next 10 minutes. That'd be nice. I have Intel puts for this week, but they were from the earnings last week. My birthday is in June. Let's MOAS, please. There you go. Please do not be fooled with options because of this little pump. Kenny will pull the rug again as well. I don't know. There's been like I don't know if it's record put buying, but a lot of put buying in the overall market, and they're not going to want to let those contracts get in the money. Let's see here. Yeah. Also, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. Whoa. Let me see. Holy shit. You guys are crushing it today with that. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. SPY moving back up. Little bounce off the 13. Short the class is your new nickname. Got like literally, I can't. I'm doing this after school too. So like, what's more important, streaming or going to class and getting participation points? My birthday is in June as well. DWAC is DWAC pumping again, or did it sell off of that? I mean, it sold off a little bit. SPY's moving back up here a little bit. I like that 13 EMA test and moving back up. Amy 1592 trying to get back up here. Hold on. Watch that 16 test coming up. All I know is my days are much better in here. Market basket. I appreciate that. GME 103.20 up 5.4. AMC up 5.7% so far. Looking all right over here. All right, SPY. Come on. Stop this nonsense and just go bloop. Look at fuel cell. Where did it cross? 11%. Nah, it didn't. I don't think this isn't a cross it open, but this is a big boom on fuel cell. Like I mean, if you had calls on this thing, good for you. BBIG says Joanne. It's all right over here. I cut the loss on those. I'm not in them anymore. I was playing that little 1348. If we were going to get a nice move, I think I probably cut them like right here. SPY moving back down. I don't know. Let's see what happens. We have a Discord. Yeah, so we have a Discord with me, TMI, and Review Dork with the 1348 stuff. It is in the top link over here. That's the link to the free chat, so you can go in, hang out, see what it's all about. Again, I don't recommend anyone pay for premium until they learn the strategy and implement it for themselves and understand the rules surrounding the 1348 strategy. Because it's not like you can just sit there and be like, oh, alert, make money. No. What the alerts allow you to do is see the market from a bigger picture. So you can see more of the market. Like, just like we see here, I have my 4 charts here, but if you guys are going to call something out, then I'll be able to see it. 13, testing the 13 again. So I'll be able to see it and have a different view. All right, the 5-minute MACD is about to cross. This might say, hey, probably time to get out of some SPY calls here. I don't know. Let's see what happens. If it gets a nice little pop here, I might sell one of them and just get out a little bit. But yeah, so if you guys want to check out the Discord, link in the top or link in the top of the chat. Let's see. Intel about to cross down. Let's see what happens with SPY here. Yep, MACD crossing on the 5-minute to the downside. I don't know. Let's see. And it's coming back up. Hold on now. Hold your horses. I do not like SPY movement. Neither do I. Asking for I gave you BBIG. It's right here. $3. $3. All right. There goes SPY. Oh, just kidding. A little bit of a... This is weird. I mean, I typically sell too early on a lot of these, so I'm trying to stay in for as long as I can. That's what I'm trying to do here on SPY. I mean, I'm still up 25% on these SPY calls, so I'm just trying to see where's the... Is it down below yet? Not yet. Let's see here. Out of SPY. Yeah, screw it. I'll take this. Yeah, I'll get out of this. All right. I got out of the SPY for like a 25% gain. I'll take it. That's fine. I mean, it's not what I wanted, but you know, you can't get everything you want in this market. They were up about 100% at one point, but with what it's doing now, I don't know. It looks like it wants to start moving down a little bit. 5-minute MACD cross over here. It's coming down and just hanging right around this 13. Probably what's going to end up happening is I'm going to get completely busted up from selling these, but it's fine. I mean, they were still pretty much in the money. That's fine. Boom, boom, candles coming, says Rogue. There you go. Lost 30% last month. Got to try something different. Are we allowed to swear? Fuck yeah. You can always get back in. That's true. I mean, I mean, I'm not going to see another cross on it. Got out a little bit. I mean, took some money off the table. It's fine. I mean, it's still a win. A win's a win. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? Oh wait, not a hedge fund said something over here. This 1348 strategy is so much better than YOLO into far out the money calls and praying. Not a hedge fund, 100%, buddy. And Tom P, thank you for all the members of the channel, guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks SV. Since I found your channel, I learned so much. Holland is holding. Tom P, thanks, buddy. Spy. It just hurts my soul because I feel like it's gonna trend up throughout the rest of the day. I mean, it could just break down and then I'm gonna hate my life, but and then be happy with myself. But if it starts to rip again, I'm gonna be pretty upset. But it's fun. Let's see if we can find some other crosses happening because we can always get some other action on some other plays. I'd rather take profit early 1,000 times than hold too long and blow up my account. That's true. I mean, I took like I think it was 25, 26% off the table on that one. That's a good trade. First trade. I mean, the BBIGs were down like $17 or something. It was nothing too crazy. Let's see here. Intel crossing down. I already have Intel puts for this week. So let's see what happens there. Yeah, Intel is crossing down here. I mean, the Intel puts that I have are still down. But they were green at one point last week. So let's see what happens here. SPY just kind of hanging around here. Live to fight another day. It's true, man. I mean, it's all about slowly stacking up that cash balance. It's not like we're not going to see any more wild SPY trades get hit. Jeff, if you keep doing this and you keep spamming, I'm just going to ban you because you're just being annoying, dude. Like you're being a child. Like it's just weird. Jeff, okay, you're done. Go to timeout, buddy. You do this every time. Goodbye. Timeout. It's just annoying. Like, what are you doing over here? Jeez, I missed that one. Which one? SPY. I can always get back in. It's fine. All right. MACD didn't end up crossing. SPY's moving back up here. I hate my life. SPY rip up. Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Nice. Awesome over here. AB. So what a candle over here. New day high on AMC 16.15. SPY. That hurts. That hurts. Tesla ripping. Damn it, man. Damn it. That hurts. I just banned Jeff. No, I put him in timeout. Yeah. SPY. Damn. Darn. It's fine. Still won. I mean, I still won, you know? Okay, what's crossing right here? AT&T? Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, curling. AT&T's pumping. SPY's pumping. Amy's getting a candle over here. I like to see it. I want to break, retest, and confirmation of 445. Okay, I'll kind of call it out. I'll hop in on something if you see that. Lucid having a good day. Do I hold any shares? No. Lucid needs to prove themselves. They can't come out and say, we're going to deliver 450,000 cars a year. And that's like Tesla numbers. Tesla's buying your lunch today, says Louis. Atta boy. Rogue did say boom, boom candles incoming. I should just listen to Rogue and hold my SPY calls and stop being a little bitch. All right. You forget AMC actually follows the NASDAQ when it runs? No, it follows IWM. Let's see. AMC 1608. Amy is back in the 20s. I'll be back. All right, man. Just doing the video. Are you doing live options on the 1 minute chart? 5 minute. 5 minute. 25% on SPY. I mean, they were up 100% at one point, and they'd probably be up like 60% right now, but I took 25% because I'm an idiot sometimes. I was happily buying AMC at 50. There's no way this is the real price. Well, hold on now. Real price? Hold on. What is that? SPY. Fuck. Damn it. Let's see. Why do you have the MACD instead of the stochastic like Gabe mentioned? I don't know. That's just what I have on my chart here. I could put the stochastic on there if we wanted to. Freaking SPY, man. AMC right now, 1605, looking decent. GME, 103.63. I like it. All right. If anything's crossing here, call it out. Where's a firm? Mike, you're crushing it on a firm, buddy. All right, Spy's looking like it wants to jump up here a little bit, and I am an idiot. Risk it for the biscuit? Yeah. 55% on Uber calls. There you go. Need still the weather arrival. ARVL, is that crossing? Anything crossing, call it out. Holy shit, arrival. 25% in a day. Jeez. DraftKings cross? Nah, it didn't cross, but it's pumping, man. Jeez. T looks like it's ready to go. DraftKings is pumping right now. Jeez. All right. Spy is pumping. AMC coming up a little bit here. My links are Viac cross up. Yeah, Viacom crossing right here. Yeah, Viacom is starting to get a little jumpy over here. Spy, hold on. 3302 on Viacom. Amy popping up. I don't know. Let's see. Viacom is crossing. It's above the 200. Interesting. Okay. I kind of want to know. I want to see the closing of this candle, and then we'll see. Neo leading. Yeah. There it is. Okay. What's this candle going to do? If it starts to pop up, I'll hit it. Nope. Not moving on Viacom. All right. Hold on. Hold your horses here. There goes Viacom. Hold up. All right. Intel cross, downside or upside? What happened? Microvision up 15%. There you go. All right. I'll take some of these right here. See what happens. Cool. Let's see. Viacom, what are you going to do here, buddy? AMC coming up a little bit here. 1605. Viacom's trying to move a little here. Spy's trying to get a little bit of a move. I don't know. I'll probably go quick on these Viacoms. I think it's time for the Avengers to assemble. Smash the like. Let's get hashtag AMC not leaving. Yep. I know the spreads on this are going to suck, but whatever. Yeah, Viacom trying to come up. Spy. Nope. Hold on. Hold your horses. Ooh, Viacom. Okay. T just crossed. I do like AT&T. AT&T's been good. Ooh, there goes Viacom. T did not cross yet. Oh, there goes Viacom. That was good timing over here. 6% on those so far. What up, Vix? New subscriber here. AMC to the moon. There you go. Yeah, so for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Just helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. Viacom actually looks decent over here. Okay, let's see. I mean, I got some weeklies on it. Let's see what happens. You want BBIG? I'll pull it up for a minute. Nothing. 280 right now. No, sorry. 301 on BBIG. Are we really partying in Vegas? Who said that? Citigroup wants to cross up. Interesting. Southwest steady move. Interesting. Neo. Here comes Viacom. Here comes Viacom on a move up. I like this. I'm going to be stealing Bill Huang's money. Thank you, Archegos. Let's see. Let's go to 17 now. Hey, man, I'm down. I'm here for a 17. I'm here for some 17. All right, up like 7.5% on Viacom. Okay. Over 50% in likes. Pretty good. Yeah, you guys are crushing it. Thank you. I appreciate that. CEI cross. Yeah. Oh, Viacom pumping here. I like this. That was a good decision. Intel cross to the upside. Did I just buy Viacom calls? I did. I bought them like on this candle. Well, no, this candle. Yeah, I bought them on this candle over here. Spy is still above 445. Viacom looks good on this 1348 here. I don't know. Let's see what happens. They're weeklies, so they got some time on them. Maybe I'll make them free and have some Viacom calls for the end of the week. BB is ripping. Interesting. Let's push to 70. Hey, man, I'm here for that too. Let's see. Gonna follow the same rules. Lucid's gone. Lucid. No crosses over here. AMC coming up 1608 right now. GME 104.20 up 6.4%. AMC up 6.77. Looking good. Where's Viac? Viac, do your thing. Coming down a little bit. SPY moving down a little bit here too. So let's see what happens with all this, man. I hate working. I want to be my own boss already. Yeah. Bought 2 Viax shares, not contracts I was trying to buy. Don't do anything that I'm doing. I'm just following the rules. Like, I'm literally just looking at 1348 crosses. Like, that's what the Discord's for. Like, I wouldn't have seen this if it wasn't for you guys. It's the same thing. Like, you just get the alerts on the Discord, and then you can go look at it and decide for yourself. The link to the free section of it is in the top if you guys want to join. I would recommend joining the free section to see what it's all about. Lot of people in there making lots of money. So learn the strategy, see if you want to implement it for yourself, and you want to take everything to the next level, then consider premium. You guys don't have to get premium if you don't want to. The strategy is all out there for free. Like, everybody was yelling at us for like, why are you charging? And it's like, it's out there for free. AMC right now, 1610. SPY trying to flicker around right here. Viacom still looking good over here. I like it. Intel has no clue what it wants to do. Intel just doesn't. If AMD rips tomorrow on earnings, Intel might sell off hard. Viacom looking good over here. Can you look at FAMI? Got 23. You have 23,000 shares, M Creeks. What the hell is this thing? Oh, I was gonna say. All right, so FAMI's up 1.95. 4 hour 1348. Not crossing yet. I mean, if it gets a little action over here, it could be good. I know you like that one a lot. Is that another like short squeeze play that you're looking at, like a biotech? Let's see. Viacom still looking. Viacom looking strong over here. SPY coming up. Hold your horses. Someone in the Discord saying that they look to see the MACD and the stochastic have good separation at the cross, and the RSI is above neutral for a good cross to the upside. Do you agree? I'd have to look at that. I haven't back tested any of that. I have to look at it. SPY moving up a little bit here. Viacom still. I mean, the day high on it's. Ooh, coming down. GME getting a pop. AMC getting a pop right here. Hold your horses. These are probably flat right now, these Viacoms. 1773 incoming. Hey, why are you selling yourself short? Why won't you go for 1776? Independence, Declaration of Independence, huh? We need Fetty Wap, 1738 on AMC. GME, boom. Yeah, GME got a nice pop here. What's the date? Oh, new day high on it? Yeah. Yep, new day high on GME. SPY trying to make a little bit of a move here. Viacom kind of settling down over here. Let's see what happens with that beast. Ran 30% after earnings and they walked it down. They're afraid to let it move. Seriously, it traded 100 million last week and it went down in price. That's pretty crazy. Was that the one you were saying? Because there was one that you were telling me about last week, M Crease, that you were like, it's traded like a millions of shit, like way a lot, and it was up like 20 or 15, 10, something, some crazy percent. And I was like, I feel like that would make a little bit of sense, but I don't know. I'd have to look at it again. Amy, all right. Viacom doing all right. Ariel, thanks for the super. Looked it up, and Webull tracks more data points through after hours than TradingView. There's no way to make 1348 have the same crosses. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Viacom kind of doing its thing over here. SPY's trying to make a little bit of a move back up. Let's see. Triple the trading volume, and they won't let it move. It's on the naked short report. Oh, like for Viacom. What you doing here, buddy? For short exempt. The sure beats the Christopher Columbus numbers that we were seeing last week. Yep. SPY moving up here. Come on, Viacom. All right. Anything else crossing, people? FTDs, gotcha. Yeah, GME's doing good. Oh, looking for a new day high over here on Jimmy. All righty. Trade on Webull. There you go. I trade on Webull for options, and it's like my crosses are always late. Interesting. SPY moving up. Amy coming up. GME looking good right here. Everything's looking solid right now. AFRM, boom. God damn. Mike, attaboy. At least freaking Affirm is going nuclear, man. Like, this thing is getting jumpy. Let's see what the premiums are on this thing. Like, shitty. Like, I don't like it. But it's booming. Are we going to play Chase the VIX today? Are we going to play it? Are we going to play Chase the VIX? Are we gonna play chase? Are we gonna oh, GME getting a boom. AMC getting a little bit of a pop here. I kind of want to play chase the VIX on this thing. The spreads suck. That's kind of the thing with a firm that I don't like. The spreads on them suck so bad. Like I had a hard time getting out of that for like what the position was actually worth. Like a firm had a cross right here. You can get it this one. Where is it? 61 all the way up to 64. I mean, that's good. GME still coming up. Amy's trying to get a little bit of a move here. Where's Viacom? Viacom being an a-hole over here. Did the firm have Ortex data? It seems like to be a squeeze move. Yeah. I don't know. Let me take a look. Yeah, the spreads suck on that. I was crushing it on it, and I was like, why is this Amy coming up a little bit? I like it. Let's check a firm short interest. Isn't a firm like it's like a bank type of thing, like a firm. You can like pay for 10% shorted, 5% utilization, low cost to borrow. Nothing too crazy on this thing. All right, here comes Viacom SPY moving. GME is ripping right now, up 10%, 107 right now. AMC's up 7%. DraftKings is crossing. I thought DraftKings already crossed. No, DraftKings is not crossing, but it's pumping. Let's see. Jeff, you asked it like 17 million times. So it was just annoying. Don't spam nonsense. All right. SPY trying to move here. DraftKings is crossing. Not on the 5-minute. What time frame are you looking at? Let's see. DraftKings, what you doing here, buddy? DraftKings coming up. I got a couple calls on DraftKings just for fun. Little chase. You guys are saying it's crossing. I don't see it as crossing, but it's bouncing up pretty hard right now. Let's see. If the market starts to come up, let's see what happens with DraftKings. I don't know. It's going to follow the rules on everything just to see what happens. BBIG about a rip. There you go. What is everything doing right now? So like 4% on a firm. Nothing too crazy on DraftKings right now. Let's see what happens with this thing. This is a big move over here. This is going to be quick in and out, I think. FTDs are out. Yeah, they're probably not that crazy. I don't think they would be that crazy on Apes. All right. Yeah, no, nothing crazy over here going on. All right, SPY's trying to hang around here. DraftKings is looking like it wants to just but let's see. Not a hedge fund. Thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. NFA, because I suck at this. Amy 1348 wants to cross in the 1 hour at 11:30. Then we run to 1775-ish. Don't trust me, bro. I don't know, man. It could. T is crossing. Not yet. Not yet. But close. Close. I just pulled up the FTD data. There was nothing too crazy with it. Here comes DraftKings. Did you see that utilization on Amy? Yeah, it's pumping up cost to borrow and everything. All right, DraftKings getting a little bit of a pop here. Viac selling off a little with the SPY. Hold up. Hold your horses. Oh, here comes DraftKings. Amy with a candle over here. DraftKings is like, nope, I'm going up. DUAC getting jumpy? Interesting. AVC. T and V0 on IWM or text. Yeah, we can pull that up really quickly. Yeah, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream just helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. What did you want on Ortex? IWM. Good choice. Good choice on the Ortex over there. Ooh, is SPY moving down now? Oh, no, just flickering. 40% shorted on IWM. 73% utilization on that thing. DraftKings. Here it goes. Let's see. Where's Viac? Viac did get across, but it's coming back down a little bit here. Let's see what happens with the DraftKings. All right. Amy 1596 just got knocked down a little bit here. GME at 106.41 looking decent. Institutions loan shares while they're accumulating to keep short pressure high and price low. Once they are ready, they no longer offer the shares on loan, kick off the squeeze. Sort of. You have the right idea there. You have the right idea. All right. DraftKings looking to make a new day high over here. It's a little chasey. This DraftKings one's a little bit chasey. So let's see what happens. If I get burned, it's my fault. I didn't follow the rules. I mean, 25% on SPY, that's not bad. Let's see what happens with DraftKings. All right, let's see. AVCT turning around. You want AVCT? AVCT. I mean, it's not turning around. It's just it got this crossover here at like 119, 119, and now it's at 119. That's pretty big. How much is it up today? 4%. Looking decent. DKNG. DraftKings looks good over here. If the SPY starts to come up a little bit, watch out. Don't FOMO. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man, right? Let's see. Did I see Lou's tweet about them only having to cover reported short shares erasing synthetics? Here's why that makes zero logical sense. Ready? Ready? The hedge funds don't know they're naked shorting. The prime brokers do. So the hedge funds have X amount of shares short on their balance sheet. When they have to get forced out of their position, they have to cover whatever they have. So whatever they have is what they have to cover. There's no like, oh, this share is synthetic. This one, none of that. Share's a share. Doesn't matter. That's kind of nonsense. All right, Amy coming down, touching the 13. SPY's just kind of flickering right now around 445. DraftKings, 2208 here. Currently up 53% on my charge point, $14 calls. Let's go. There you go, buddy. Not sure if they own more shirts than Whole Folk. Let's see. DraftKings, what you doing? SPY moving down a little bit here. Let's see what happens with DraftKings. Amy coming down, 1586 right here. He didn't say that. Okay, well, I don't know what he's. It's just people coming into the chat over here. All right, here, hold your horses. Still up on DraftKings. Viac came back. Yeah, right. Lol, you think these market makers don't inform the hedge funds when there are hundreds of millions of cash on the line? They're all working together? No, because the hedge funds wouldn't take out the shares. Imagine, okay, here's the thing. Imagine if the person loaning you something came to you and said, hey, I know you've been paying us a cost to borrow, but those shares actually aren't real and we've created them out of thin air. What would you do? You would sue the nuts out of them and be like, what are you doing? Like, I thought that you met the locate requirements. It's not, it's a little bit different than what everybody thinks it is. It's all prime brokers. It's not hedge funds, guys. The hedge funds don't know. They have no idea. Here comes DraftKings on the way down. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Why is Hood running? Probably Kathy's over there slapping the ass on Hood. Nah, it's collusion. Okay, that's fine. You can think that, but you have to understand how it actually works. Prime broker loans the shares. Every single trade that they want to make goes through, no matter what they decide for the locate requirement. Every single time, the trade will go through. They have 2 days to settle it. Now, they've already signed that they are going to pay the open interest, or not the open interest, pay the cost to borrow on it. So they are paying. The hedge funds are paying. The Goldman Sachs goes, let's just, because they're the biggest prime broker. We're going to use them as an example. They're going to be like, yep, we have it. But what if they actually don't within the 2-day settlement period? What are they going to do? Create an FTD? Okay, cool. We're going to see a lot of FTDs. We've seen it in the past. But then the hedge funds are still paying the cost to borrow. They have no idea. If you can go read Mark Cahote's deposition with Goldman Sachs in the Overstock case, go read it. He's like, we had no idea. We were paying the cost to borrow. We don't even know if those shares were actually real. So it's market makers and prime brokers are at the top of the people that are messing with everything. And then it's hedge funds. Yeah, when they take out the shares and sell them strategically, they're messing with the price. But they're not the core cause of this issue. It's the prime brokers and market makers. Let's see. DraftKings coming down. SPY bounce back up a little bit here. Let's see what happens. Goldman ball sacks. You guys are funny. Viacom, what you doing over here, bud? Viacom looking all right over here. All right, Amy 1572, GME 104.71. Let's see. You're naive to think they all don't know? No. Nope. Why would they? Why would it doesn't make any sense. It makes zero sense to pay for something you don't have to pay for. That's a cost to hedge funds. They want to limit their costs as much as they can. Why would you pay for something that you don't have to pay for? That's not real. If they knew, they would never pay it. They'd be like, no, I'm not paying this. Give me my money back. You think they care about like their relationship? They want their relationship with Goldman Sachs. Yeah, but if Goldman Sachs is ripping them off, where are they going to go? They're just going to go to somewhere else. But if they're all doing it, they're all paying, then they're screwed from every angle. Viacom looking all right over here. I get where you're coming from, but why would a billion-dollar hedge fund admit that they knew they were taking place in an illegal act? Because it's computerized. They don't know. The computer will say that they can meet the locate. They can meet. So the computer will give it 2 days. In the CNS system, the continuous net settlement system will say, go for it. And it'll get settled by the NSCC, the National Securities Clearing Corporation. Everything will go through and it should look fine. But then after, that's when it actually becomes a naked short. Let's see. 15 stocks on my watch list have the same chart today. There you go. That's crazy. All right, let's see what happens with DraftKings here. I know Viacom's doing all right now. What are these up? Viacoms are up about 10% right now. The DraftKings are flat. So let's see what happens. Got you, brother. Thanks. Alex, anytime, man. Ariel, are you able to set up 1348 cross alerts on Webull? No. Ariel, that's what the Discord's for, the premium part of the Discord. We have about 300 stocks in there in the alert system. So if you want to see like the whole market just alerting you when the crosses are happening, that's what premium's for. But everything about the strategy is out there for free. DraftKings coming down here a little tiny bit. Let's see. Where's Viacom? Viacom's up 11%. I like that. Throw the computer and boom, boom. Did it cross? T a little bit. It's looking like it wants to get up there. So let's see what happens with AT&T. Still down about 1%. SPY trying to move back up here a little bit. I mean, it would have behooved me to keep those calls, but what are you going to do? You can't hit all of them. Still a nice little gain on the day on that one. Viacom. All right. Let's see what happens with you, Viac. I think you can on TradingView. You can try, but you're not going to be able to do it in the way that we have. It's all the way that we've set it up is very different. DraftKings. What you doing? All right, let's see. What am I feeling on Micron? Crossed here. So this is a good one. Micron cost right here about 79.90. I mean, that's all right. That's not the best 1348 that you could see in terms of a run, but it did cross. You'd be up a little bit if you're playing the at the monies. AMC right now is at 1573, up about 4.4%. We have GME at 104.62, up 6.83%. SPY's up about 2/3% right here. Looking all right across the board. I'm out of day trades. Best time frame for swing trades holding overnight. I use the 4-hour, but personally right now I'm not touching anything on holding anything overnight because the market's just been so volatile. It could just reverse in the other direction and then you get screwed. DraftKings, what you doing? DraftKings is up a lot today. Might cut this. DraftKings is up a lot today already. So I don't know. Let's see. Max Payne this week, 15. We closed below the 13 EMA on Amy. Yeah, right here we did. So DraftKings selling off a little. SPY coming down to 13. Let's see what happens here. I mean, the Viacs are up 5%. That's not really great, but ATER, let's see. Let's see. Ethereum, the confirmed naked short company. Here we go. 76% utilization, 22% short interest, high cost to borrow. That's a decent one over here. That's a decent one. All right, SPY coming down below the 13. These DraftKings are getting cut right here. Bing bong. Cut the DraftKings. SPY's moving down. We got DraftKings already up a bunch. 7% loss on that. Take it. Take it. Take it right in the face. Just kidding. AT&T's crossing. Hold on. No, not yet. It's crossing the 24. But let's see here. Yeah, so if you guys don't mind, hit that like button on the stream. Just helps out with the algorithm. You were saying there's no way to fake manipulate the 1348. If the crosses happen in pre-market with low volume, it kind of makes for more risk. Why are you looking at the pre-market crosses? They're not actionable. Those are kind of irrelevant to the, you can't do anything about it. Viac cup and handle on the 1 minute. Like you can't trade options in the pre-market. T-cross on the 3 minute. There you go. 60% on your SPY calls. There you go, buddy. 100% on the BBs I called. Nice, people. That's what we like to see over here. Tesla, 570,000 contracts traded this far, 63% calls, 37% puts. Shout out from Wrench Capital. There you go. All right. Viac looking all right over here. SPY just kind of hanging around. Let's see. NDM gonna start squeezing up fast. They're expecting to beat earnings again, especially since they still have 1.3 billion in cash. Yeah, they could. NDM could start getting up there. Hold on. Verizon's looking like it wants to cross soon. So it's looking like it wants to cross the 24 right now. Interesting. It's above the 200. Daily 200 SMA. Interesting. When's the next gamma ramp? It doesn't need. Okay, so the gamma ramp stuff, it doesn't need to be in place before we start to run. If we started to run and then you saw the options come, that's almost more dangerous for them, because as the options start to pile up, it's like they hedge, we buy, they hedge, we buy, they hedge, we buy, and it just keeps going. But if they see it before, if they see all the options out there before, well, they can just be like, no, we're going to send it down and not let those contracts expire anywhere close to the money. QQQ following Tesla. Interesting. Well, yeah, probably. Viacom selling off a little bit here. SPY moving a little bit to the downside. 444. It's still up 0.5%. AMC still up 3.88 right now. Cup and handle on 1 hour AMC. Gonna load up on Nano last week. Grab some this morning. There you go. 20 million on AMC. That's a lot. Volume. Yeah. I mean, what are we at? 1120. Yeah, it is a decent amount of volume. Low RSI on AMC. Oh, be careful. Viacom just kind of hanging around here. I mean, I bought pretty much the at the monies. If the market starts to rally, these could get good, but it still has this 1348 cross. Still a little green on these contracts. Let's see. T-Mobile cross down. Intel 1348 cross down. What are these Intels at? Still down. I mean, they're from earnings, so the Viacoms are up like 5% right now. I went a little smaller on those. It's not moving. Like, oh, there it goes a little, but I feel like Viacom could just get jumpy really quickly, and we just haven't seen it yet. Hold on, little news coming through. All right, Intel. All right, let's see. Yeah, Viacom looking all right over here. Amy 1568. GME 105 coming up a little bit here. Let's check the Ortex really quickly. AMC Ortex. Here we go. So, cost of borrow is still a little bit higher, but 20.63% estimated short interest. Not bad. 80% utilization. A little suspicious over there. The institutions could be stepping in to kind of help and come to the rescue over here. So 86% utilization on GME. 4.7% average cost of borrow. That's big. Viacom moving up. I like to see that. SPY's trying to get a little action over here. Here we go. AVCT is moving again. Sam, where you at, buddy? Those AVCT calls. I don't know if you still got them, but I think it sold off a decent amount. But 65 to 11 $4 cost for an NDM. Good luck, buddy. Yo, SV, you're the man. Thank you, bud. I'm seeing 3 gaps on BBY. Fill up. What do you think? Bed Bath and Beyond. Where the gap? What price? On what time frame? What chart? What are you looking at? I mean, it crossed the 1348 right here at 1559. I mean, that's all right. It's not the best, but T-Mi's not missing. He's traveling. Is Viac getting a pop? I think it is. Viac getting a little bit of action here. Coming up, previous day high, 33.22. SPY moving down. Viacom coming up. I like this. That's the highest short interest on Amy as of yet. In terms of shares sold short into the market, it's really close. I think it's 108 million. It's like really close to all-time high short interest, if not all-time high. Let me look. What's it at right now? I mean, they returned a bunch today. 1.24 million shares. Current estimated like 105.85 million. On the exchange, we've seen 24.49, but the share short was 102 million. So the percentage was higher, but the amount of shares shorted was less. The last time that we saw this, 97 million, that's stepping up. Here comes Viacom, SPY coming down. Interesting. Too late. I already filed a missing persons report. You don't have. He's traveling. He told you guys. All right, Viacom. All right, over here. SPY moving down a little. Amy at 1572. We got GME at 105.57. Looking all right. Stop by to ask the same question about TMI. I don't. He's just traveling, guys. Here comes Viacom. What are these contracts up now? 8.5%. Microsoft crossed to the downside. Did it though? Did it though? It did. Nice. Good one. A lot of time people come in and they're like, it crossed, and it's just like not on here. It didn't, but it is still above the 200 EMA. You need to see a breakdown below for that to happen. So let's see, where's Viac? Viac pushing up here. Thanks, SCV, for the update. Anytime. Anytime. Let's see. Yeah, so if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button. There's new day highs on Viacom. Print. Viac's good. Hedgie's got TMI. No. 1569 on Amy. Spies moving down a little bit here. Viacom's looking strong, though, on this little 1348, huh? 12%? I'm rich. Spy RSI 37. Tons of room to run. Yeah. No. Oh, there it goes. There Viacom goes. Spy hanging out right here at 444-ish, 444.20. Up 20% on my Viacom. Let's go. There you go, man. Let's go Ford. Ford coming on. Yeah, Viacom's getting jumpy here. I like it. Ford cross back here. And it's all right. It's not the best. I mean, the problem is with playing weeklies with like stocks and not playing SPY is that unless it makes a massive move, you're going to struggle a little bit more to get those giant, like the Affirm on Friday was like craziness. Did anybody get in on those Affirms Friday? I know Mike V got the AMDs at the end of the day. Those were dirty. Team, I couldn't find his mask. No. Gnog is killing it today. About ready to get out of my calls. Up 21%. Family. Atta boy. Market is crashing as we speak. Doesn't look like it, buddy. I mean, it's back up to this 440 range. I mean, that's looking decent. Here comes Viacom. Pay attention to politics. Yeah. Overstock doing good today. May start going towards the gap. There you go. 1,170% on a firm. Gonzalo. There you go. Friday was crazy. We were hitting plays left and right on Friday. It was like every 10 minutes, it was like another one. You got into the Affirms on Friday. Oh, and you held them till today? You wild person. Yeah, those are crazy. Those are definitely up at least. All right, so Viacom's up 17, 18% right now. Market nosedive in the afternoon. This is a controlled crash. Gorilla Gains. It depends. We saw a lot of put buying. Lots of put buying. Said squeeze this week, not to worry about reading the chart. Okay, that's fine. Amy 1584 getting a little bit of a pop here. Spy trying to move back up here. Viacom approaching the strike price over here. Is there a correlation with the Spy dropping and BBIG going up? Man, not really. I mean, it can't. I don't think so. So if Microsoft, if the 200 was above the 1348, would you consider scaling it at the cross? But if it's below, you need to cross the 200 too? Yes. I need it to be like this one right here. Right here, it's above the 200 EMA. Good to go. If it gave a put signal right here, I wouldn't take it because the 200's right here. It's just GME's going to pop. It just gives you a good indication of like the direction of the trend, like where it's headed. Yeah, GME's running a little bit here. Come on, Jimmy. 106.61. It's trying, man. Jimmy is trying so hard to get going. Here comes Viacom at the new day high. I like it. Can you look at the AMC option change for this week? Looks like apes are learning. 3,000 in volume at the 1550s, 5,900 at the 15s, 8,000 at the 16s. I like that. Yeah, I mean, the volume is good. The open interest on the 15s is outweighing the ones on the 60s, which is very good. Apes are learning and holding contracts closer to the money. That's kind of what you need to see in order for a gamma squeeze. But let's see. All right, so Amy popping up a little bit here. Viacom. Chris, thanks for the super, buddy. Could there be forced settlement by the government? Not really. Not really. Like, what is Biden's gonna come in and be like, you have to cover your shorts? No. I doubt it. People like to say it's planned, it's organized. You unless they're gonna turn off the buy button, they cannot like they cannot do something that's going to mess with the imbalances of supply and demand when stuff starts to come in. All right, hold on. FDA confirms approval for Moderna. Hold on. Moderna not getting a pop here, but Amy's getting a pop up to 16 again. SPY moving a little. 20% on Viacom. I like it. Where's Pfizer? Pfizer down a lot. Pfizer crossed, and there was no cross on Pfizer today. Amy's coming up. Let's see. GME's trying to do its thing over here. Where's Viacom? Viacom pumping. It's doing all right over here. It's getting a little volatile over here. The manipulation with AMC and BBIG is ridiculous. SPY runs, they barely move. SPY drops 5 cents, both crash. Yeah. Hey, Trenton, stop spamming, bro. Stop. Let's see. 19.5% on Viacom. Microsoft crossing soon to the down. It already crossed. But if it crosses below the 200, see right here, if it crosses below the 200 and you get a closing candle below it, I might take some. You get a warning on the spam, and then if you keep doing it, then you get put in timeout. That's how things work over here. I usually don't ban people, like, ever. AMC Head and Shoulders. Yeah. I mean, if it crosses above 16 with momentum and it really starts to get going, it's not going to matter. That's the thing. It's like everything is always going to come down to the supply and demand. Is it going to be an outweigh of buying pressure or an outweighing of selling pressure? That's what you got to take a look at. It's not volume, it's buying pressure. Volume's a result, not a cause. SPY moving up a little here. Thank you for everything. Trenton, anytime, buddy. All right, Trenton, now you're spamming. You're spamming again. Bye-bye. Viacom moving down a little bit here. SPY's coming up. Viacom's like inversing the SPY right now. Very interesting. Let's see. What do we got on Twitter? Twitter. Jeez, guys, you absolutely went wild with the likes today. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Just be clear. Do you want the 13 to cross or do you want a candle to close below the 200? Both. Well, on Microsoft, I want it already crossed. So I want the 13 to, or I want the stock to have a closing candle below the 200 and then keep going. Hood is crushing. That's not what we want to see. Viacom settling back down a little bit here with the SPY just kind of doing its thing. GME's at 107.37, kind of flickering up here. What's the volume on this thing today? 1.52 million. Not terrible. AMC's volume, 21.23 million. Not the worst thing in the world. How's BBIG doing overall? Probably nothing. It's up 4% today. Not bad. Not bad on BBIG. I mean, it's at 303. Not terrible. AMC's looking to get above 16 right here, 1598. Let's see. GME's popping up a little bit here. Hold your horses. Affirm still taking off. Damn, man. Affirm is really ripping. What's up, Rhode Island? How you doing, buddy? You have Uber $37 calls that expire on 2/18. When will it start to lose its value if it stays around this price? It will. If it stays around this price, it will lose value every single day. You need it to continue to go up. GME up 10%. Yep. AMC up 6% right here. Looking decent overall. Amy's looking to get that cross above 16. GME 107.85. Looking all right over here. Where's Viac? Thanks for clarifying. I thought you were saying you wanted the 13 to also cross the 200. No. Yeah. I just want the stock to get down below. I don't think it's going to. It's just bouncing off it right now. That's why. I mean, right here, you could have gotten this move from like 308 to. It's just not a big enough move. Fuel cells printing. There you go. You know, SPY calls still would have been doing good, but you know, you can't hit them all. Let's see. SPY getting a little pop here. Amy, 16 flat. We got GME about to cross up to 108, making new day highs as we speak on GME. I like it. Why is Hood up 12%? Kathy's probably over there slapping the ass. I'll say it every time. Here we go. Come on, print. Plug up 13%. EV is doing good. My target for Viacom 33.50. Me too. That's what I'm looking for on Viacom too. Avocado. So many people seem to have ordered the market on top percentage and are starting the ticker with out the ticker with, oh my God, squeeze. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what the short interest is on it, like what the community is behind it. Amy 1605 right here looking good. Spies coming up. Hoo, 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 hoo. Weird days like this where QQQ and Spy acting weird. Just look at Tesla. Yeah, Tesla is pumping up. It's all right. Everything is going good so far. It's only 11:30. Yeah. I did the ATER Ortex. It had like 10% short interest, I believe, on it. Or no, what was it? Ethereum, the confirmed naked shorts. All right. Over here, let's see what we got. 23% short interest on this thing, 76% utilization, decently high cost to borrow. I think I was thinking of something else. Amy 1608, GME about to hit 108 right here, make a new day high. Man, Spy's print pumping over here. 1348 ready to cross again on AMC. Not on the 5-minute, no. I sold those Spy calls, yeah, for like 25% in the morning. Feds daily. I'm not comfortable with high inflation. No shit, buddy. Jimmy just hitting day highs over and over. Oh man, it's pumping right now. GME is pumping 108.77 right here. Hold your horses. Where's GME right here? What is the premium like on GME? Oh, it's terrible. It is so expensive on GameStop. So expensive. Amy at 1610. Coming up a little bit here. We have Viacom doing all right. We have GME at up 11% right now. It's looking decent over here. Daily says inflation hitting levels no one is comfortable with. Oh, okay. All right, Daily. Freaking Fed Daily. Guys, stop using all random timescales for the 1338. Yeah, exactly. Like you say, it's crossing, but I'm like, no, I see it right here. It's not crossing. Viacom still looking good. Spies on its way back up here. Avocado, we got that little retest, and not really. It didn't really get any support at 445 yet. Supply chain bottlenecks are pushing prices up. Oh man, Daly's gonna come in and just start crashing everything. He does this every time, and then he's just gonna be like, rate hike, rate hike, rate hike. I hate when he does this. He just comes in and he's just like bear, 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 bear. And you're like, dude, shut up. We're having a good day over here. Let's see. Oh, Keith, thank you so much for the big super, buddy. I appreciate that. I feel like everything crossed earlier, like between 9 and 9:30, and I was holding my trigger finger till the market calmed down. Now I think I missed the good stuff for today. We'll keep my eyes open. Yeah, I mean, I have this Viacom doing all right over here, Keith, but it wasn't a dumb decision to do that. I got in with a little bit of like some smaller positions just because I want to, if it's going to do what it did this morning, I want to have some sort of exposure on it. I don't want to miss it. But at the end of the day, too, like I'm still fine with following the rules and like being like, okay, well, if this is going to screw around, then and it goes down to the stop, then I just take it and run. I mean, it worked for a while. Those contracts were up basically 100%. I didn't take it. I was looking for these 13 crosses, sold it on this candle where it came back down and then back up. And now I'm like, I hate my life because these contracts would be doing pretty well right now, but it's fine. I mean, I think I cut the DraftKings. These Viacoms are doing all right now. So let's see. You're looking at the wrong chart. Oh, it's good. Vail's about to cross down. Take a rate hike. We are bulls here. Yeah, exactly. 16 flat on AMC right now. GME 107.30. Pretty volatile today on GameStop, man. DUX starting to push again. Let's see. Yeah, DUX getting up there. Ariel, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. I'm considering buying the Discord. Can you describe how your alerts differentiate from trading views? So here's what it is. What happens in the Discord with the alerts is it has 300 stocks loaded into this alerting system where it tells you where the 1348s are crossing on a 3-minute time frame. So you're going to get the alerts a little bit earlier. Now, what you do then is if you see something that you like, then you can go on the 5-minute and then do your strategy. They're not buy and sell alerts at all. It's just an alert system. So what it does is, yes, I can see right here the 4 stocks that I'm looking at, and I have the chat telling me when things are crossing. But if you want any other stock basically in the market, well, one, you could ask for it to be loaded in there, and 2, we already have 300 of them. So if you see something that you like and you get an alert to your phone like this is crossing, well, and you weren't looking at it, well, it gives you a better view of the overall market. So the link to the free part of the Discord is up in the top. You guys can go in and check it out if you want to. But yeah, I mean, the premium is just going to take it to the next level. It's like you can trade or you can trade on steroids and see everything. That's kind of how I would describe it. Let's see here. I don't like SNDL really. Matt's internet's bad. TMI's MIA. You were appreciative of the $10 super you got. You're very informative. You earned yourself a new subscriber. Young Flames, I appreciate that, buddy. Welcome to the club. Steaming trash on SNDL. I don't like it. People like SNDL. I just don't really. I don't see. I mean, it's up good right now. It's up 6.44%. It's just not for me. Too big of a float. A lot of people like to talk about it as a squeeze play. It's all right. Microsoft getting ready to cross. Interesting. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have something on the downside maybe today. Microsoft coming back up. It might cross to the upside. I mean, this is a perfect example. Xeris, if you're still in here, perfect example of why if it's above the 200, you may not want to take it if it's giving you a put signal. Because look, it just comes down here to the 200, bounces right back off, and you're screwed. Took 50% of my Uber call. There you go. Yeah, TMI is traveling. Has to be scared of a little weed. I'm scared. All right, Amy's at 16 flat right now. Oh, where's Viacom? Trying to move back up here. I need more. Yeah, TMI's just traveling. Let's see. Damn, you guys are almost at 2,000 likes for the morning stream. That's ridiculous. That's craziness. Hey, I think Roblox is a great great buying price. What do you think? RBLX. Roblox. I mean, this is ripping. It's at 60. It's been coming down probably a lot recently, right? With the Roblox, geez, man, with a high of what? 141. It's wow. Yeah, I mean, if you like Roblox over the long term, this is an absolute steal from back in November. All right, SPY trying to make a little bit of a move here. Let's check Viacom, see how these contracts are doing. Yeah, it's doing all right now. Viacom, a little bit of a slow mover. So, I mean, I'm not going to hold these contracts overnight. I don't think. Maybe one of them, but let's see. What do you have your range set on your charts? What do you mean? Like these are just 5-minute candles, if that's what you mean. We push AMC squeeze easy. Hopefully, man. I'll hit the like if it hits the 1348 threshold. What do you mean? Oh, okay. That's funny. That was a good one. All right, SPY. Nope. Amy still hanging right at 16 flat right now. GME selling off a little. 106.90. 1601 on Amy right here. Have any of your professors learned you stream during class and probably make more money than them during that hour? Last semester, yes. I have to figure that out for this semester, and I have to get on a Zoom call with my teachers and be like, hey, bro, I don't know what we're going to do about this, but ankles at 18. No, we're getting ankles at 20. So Viacom coming back up here. Amy 1601. SPY just kind of hanging around these levels over here. I'm hoping for Viacom to get all the way back up to 3350. That's what I want to see out of it. If you look at the last 3 days of AMC on the 10-minute, 15-minute, is that looking like a huge 3-day inverted head and shoulders? What do you say? 15-minute? Sort of. It could just be ready to cup and handle over here too. That's kind of the thing. The inverted head and shoulders is also most of the time just a cup and handle on the other side of it. Viacom coming up here. SPY trying to get a little bit of a pop. Amy's at 1605, up 6.5%. Let's get some excitement, people. We're up 6.3% on the day right now. We're back above 16. We got GME up 9%. What is all this 1738 talking about? Hey, man. We need to get up to those Fetty Wap levels on Amy. All right, here comes Viacom. Here we go. Yeah, guys, come on. Get excited. What are you doing? You're not getting excited today? I mean, Viacom calls up 16%. I like it. SPY moving up. AMC back above 16. I mean, it's not the number that we want to see, but up 6% nonetheless. 2 cents off the cross on what? Oh, T is 2 cents off the cross? It's close. It's close to crossing. SPY looks like it wants to come up a little bit here. VZ on deck. Is it coming? Oh, Verizon's getting a little pop here. I mean, Viacom is probably going to come up with those too. Not yet. Not yet. Aftermarket plus 80% AMC and Rocket. That'd be pretty sweet. How's BBIG doing? Let's take a look. They were at like 303 the last time I took a look at them. Yeah, the same price. They're just kind of flickering around over here. AMC 1606, looking good. SPY moving up here a little bit. GME 9.45%. The new guy. Thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. For an energy drink. Thank you, man. I can't get excited. I walked in here expecting ankles. No ankles anywhere in sight. Chase mustache. Sorry, buddy. Oops, I hit the button. I hit the emoji button on the computer. Whoops. All right, Viacom, what are we doing? Oh, come on. 15 more cents on Viacom from the previous day high. That's what I want. Floop. That's what I want to see. I do want to see a nice little floop. 18% on Viacom. I mean, slow movers today. I mean, if I kept those SPY calls, I probably would have been up like 60, 70% right now, which would have been fun. But at the end of the day, I think it was like it was 25%, something like that. Here comes Viacom, Amy 1610, SPY trying to move, GME 10734. Everything's looking all right, people. Do you wait for the candle to close on a cross or do you take it while it's being formed? Depends on I probably should wait. But all right, Verizon I think is gonna cross right here. Yeah, Verizon's where's T? Is T crossing? T's close. Viacom is so close to just going. SPY looking all right over here. Trying to come up. Hood is not a slow mover. No, it's not. Hood is running to Pennyland. Is it? Oh, man. Why are you guys? Why are we doing this right now? You want me to pull up Hood? Get this bullshit off my screen. Up 12.7%. Bullshit on. Okay, here comes a firm going absolutely nuclear. Do we just take a shot at a YOLO on a firm? A firm is just on a moon mission. Just on an absolute moon mission. Chris, thank you so much for the super, buddy. It's probably super simple, but can you explain supply and demand zones and how you would determine those and draw them out on the chart? Just look for price action that just kind of chops around and then makes a big move, or look for a V in the chart, upwards V or a upside or a normal V. AFRM just wants to keep printing. You know what, Mike V? I think we're gonna play Chase the VIX today. These spreads are so bad. I don't like the spreads. Oh, I was stealing contracts though. I was stealing some contracts. That did happen. So you can kind of steal from people on the option chain sometimes when the spreads are so big. So I'm probably going to let it go. I'm probably not going to take it on a firm. We already hit it. If you guys are hitting a firm, good for you. I mean, that's what we want to see as long as you guys are making the money. Microsoft close to crossing back up. Interesting. You have puts on a firm. Ooh, that's rough. Funny how we have a green day and there aren't 20 FUD articles trying to take us further than on Reddit. I mean, we're seeing some interesting stuff here happen with AMC and GME with the Viacom. There we go. There's the day high right there. Let's see if it can break above. SPY coming up here a little bit. Viacom starting to move. Firm. What are these at? I mean, it's a weekly. I mean, that's not terrible. I just don't want 21% on Viacom. Thank you very much. Looks like site 16 might be turning into support now. It'd be nice to see that. Viacom made a new day high right here. 33.36. Slow mover on this thing. I mean, that could be good though. If it starts to run and it's not supposed to, you could get some big moves on Viacom. I know Geo was looking at Intel puts. Is it coming down? My Intel puts are doing they're not doing anything. SPY trying to Ukraine's UN envoy says about 130,000. Oh boy. Why is 1348 different for you on the 5-minute? It depends on, I mean, what are you on in terms of your trading platform? And two, you got to have extended hours on. All right, here comes Viacom slowly stair-stepping its way up here. 33.37. If it gets another pop here, that would be pretty sweet. Ready for the showers, run audio only. There you go. That's kind of weird. Viacom has earnings coming up. Ooh, when? When's Viacom's earnings? Does anybody know? Okay, 9 hours ago, it got a price target raise. It's coming up. Like, it's doing good. It's coming down a little here. Verizon's crossing up now. There we go. Thank you. Oh, there's the cross on Verizon. I don't know. Let's see. What are the premiums like? That's not terrible. It's still, if it runs into the green, is that 26 more cents? That gets you pretty close. SPY moving up here. All right. I'll take a little bit of action on Verizon here. Hasn't crossed yet though. I need it to actually cross. That's kind of what I want to see on Verizon. SPY's moving up here. I don't know. I see it hasn't crossed right here. You can kind of see it. Let's see. How do you get extended hours on? On what platform? Never mind, you did it. There you go, buddy. All right. One of these, like in another minute or so, it should just go floop and it should just cross right over. But let's see what happens. SPY's making a move here. Damn. Really hate that I sold those contracts, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. You have a free Verizon stock? There you go. My wife's a manager. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Also, if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream just helps out a whole lot with the overall algorithm. You guys have been so supportive recently. Thank you guys so much. This is crazy. There's a lot of people in here right now. Extended hours on Webull. I don't know what it is with the new update, but it's just down here for me in this corner right behind me. Verizon spike in here. Get a couple of calls just for fun on this 1348 cross. So let's see what happens. 22% now in Viacom. Viacom looking all right. Where's that beast? There it is. I mean, that's the previous. Oh, 33.38, new day high. SPY making a move back up here. Hold on. Microvision. So I wish I kept my Affirm play. Sold super early, but still made 10%. David, that's fine. Jimmy rising on low volume. What's that right now? 107.50. Doing all right. Viacom all right over here. Verizon contracts not moving. If the SPY is going to go on a moon mission like this, we should see a lot of things start to step up. But let's see. Where's VZ right here? All right. Just crossed. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know why these contracts aren't moving. What's the spread on them? Oh, it's tight. All right. 22% on Viacom. I like it. Verizon looking decent. SPY looking like it wants to try to get a test of 446. That would be pretty sweet. Keith, thank you so much for the super. I keep looking at VZ, but it doesn't seem to range more than $2 to $3, and I can't see it getting too profitable. Am I crazy? No, you're not crazy at all. I mean, it just depends on what it's going to do. I'm playing this on a potential move back into the green. That's it. I'm buying the at the monies. If it moves back into the green, that's 20 more cents. That puts it at 52.91. That's a little quick gain if it goes. Sold off pretty big in the morning. If the SPY keeps running a little bit, we could see Verizon look decent, but I don't know. That's the thing. It's like you're never really going to know. Like these are up about 1.56% right now. The Viacoms are up 22%, 23%. Like everything's starting to get a little bit jumpy over here. Damn it, SPY. I should have held those. I knew it was going to happen. Those contracts would have been $2 in the money. I suck, bro. At least we're hitting other plays, but like that's so annoying on the SPY. Getting emotional. Bren, thank you so much for becoming a member, man. I appreciate that. Jesus, SPY's going on a moon mission right now. At least bring Verizon up with it, buddy. Come on. I don't even want to look at what these SPY contracts are worth. I don't even want to look. They're definitely up like 130%. If you held those when I got them, T-crossed. Okay, we'll bring Verizon up with it. Huh? How about that? All right, SPY's moving up here. Freaking SPY, man. All right. Amy at 1610, looking like it wants to get a little jumpy. Verizon's literally not moving. It's 5270, 5271. It's not moving. Let's get Viacom over here and take a look. Viac. Oh, here it comes. Here comes Viacom. 30% on Viacom right now. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Runs by you're trying to make Viacom. That could be a jumper. These premiums could just automatically just go foop right up. You said you don't hold contracts long enough. I don't hold contracts long enough. I mean, I took a 25% gain on those, and those are probably up 130% right now. That's annoying. Snow is filthy today. There you go. You think Affirm will hit 70? You got kicked out of your stream and sent to a completely different channel, says Benny. That's kind of annoying, buddy. Sorry about that. I mean, I didn't kick you out. SPY's moving here. Amy's not really getting that much of a pop, but these Viacoms are doing good here. Floop. Yeah. Hopefully, if you guys were holding those SPY contracts, you did good. But I am the king of selling early. Calls on Floop. I want a Floop on AMC right here in GME. I mean, the SPY's getting a Floop. Halt, new day highs on the SPY. Watch out above on freaking Viacom and all these other things. Intel crossed up, T crossed. Okay, so if T crossed, then I'm hoping that Verizon is going to go too. I'm literally playing the slow movers today. This is Uber and SPY making me lots of money today. There you go, buddy. SPY bumping up against the 13 EMA on the daily. There you go. T cross. All right, I'll pull up T really quickly. T cross right here, and it is starting to move up. Where's Verizon with this move? Yeah, Verizon's starting to move up. I'm literally playing this on a red to green move on a 1348 cross. I mean, I don't know why these contracts are not moving on Verizon. The spread is, needs a little bit more. SPY's just pumping right now. What are the premiums like on this? I mean, not touching it. Not touching it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I swear. I'm not going to do it. Viacom. Get over 33.50. There it is. All right. 33% on Viacoms. AMC 1607. BBIG, is it running? Yeah, I mean 306 right now. It's doing all right here. SPY is just going on a moon mission right now. Short interest on Microvision. I can take a look at that. All right. Oh, the Verizon contracts just flickered around here. That's an interesting thing to see happen. What did you want on Microvision? Yeah. Alrighty. 19.81%, 70.91% utilization, and 2.29% average cost to borrow. BBIG's coming up. SPY is moving up again. I mean, I like this. Let's see what happens on these other contracts. 32%. All right. Verizon's are starting to go a little here. Could they be pumping SPY to bring it down? No. They're pumping SPY to just like send contracts out of the money because a lot of people are buying puts. 15-minute 5 and 8 EMA to hold plays longer. There you go. Up 12% on Verizon, even with these little moves. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I might be. I got to take a look now. Is it moving? Yeah, it's moving up a little bit here. It might be a little delay. Let me see. I'm up 5% on them. And then Viacoms are up 33%. So if SPY keeps pumping here, which it looks like it might, this is gonna be decent for. Where's DraftKings with this? Yeah, there it goes. Looking for that. I mean, I was playing it right here. Cut the loss over here on it. Let's see. Neo almost up 18%. That's crazy. Microsoft crossed up. And Roblox strong today. Yeah. DraftKings is coming up. SPY's coming up a little here. What are these up? 34. Oh, come on, Verizon. Pay me, bro. 35% on Viacom. How many contracts do I have? Okay, cool. Viacom contracts about to go in the money. AMC at 1604 right now. We got GME at 107.25, up 9.5% on GME, up about 6.5% on AMC. SPY's looking like it wants to continue to make these moves. There we go on Viacom. Thank you very much. Verizon, what happened to you over here, buddy? You selling off like a little a-hole? Yep, no reason here. A little bit of weird selling volume on Verizon. That's no fun. Lucid crossover. If we actually have a Lucid crossover, I'm going to be very excited. No Lucid crossover. That stinks. Neo's the definite EV winner today. Yeah. Such a shitty day to not have day trades. Printer is printing today. Dude, that's how I felt for a while when I was calling plays out and I didn't have settled cash and I was like, this sucks. Viac. SPY kind of settling in here. Kramer trashed Hood this weekend. That's why it's ripping. That's funny. That is funny. All right. Ooh, Viacom sell off. Ooh. Uh-oh. And came right back up. Prog looks good. Microsoft crossed. Yep. Microsoft did cross right here. Interesting. Little MACD cross here too. I like it. That's a decent one. Lulu never quite touched. Didn't pull the trigger, but it went crazy. Dude, Lulu, I've hit some dirty plays on Lulu. Like dirty. Like 2,500% Lulu trades. It's ridiculous what Lulu can do sometimes. Viacom. I don't really like the Microsoft one right here. Where's Viacom? You're just going to poop yourself here? All right. Verizon's holding up good. We got SPY still trying to move up to 447. AMC's holding flat at 1606. GME 107.18. Looking all right. Whatever Kramer trashes you buy and whatever he pumps up, I guess you short it, buddy. I guess that's how it works over here. AMC not tracking with the SPY. Not right now. It's not. No. Oh, Verizon, a little bit of a move here. Viacom, what are you doing? SPY running, AMC holding flat. Yeah, SPY 20% profit in calls. Am I And I am out. There you go. Intel? What's Intel doing? Crossed here. That's not terrible. 1605 on AMC. Spy's just kind of hanging around the highs right here. Viac. Nah, Viac. I might take the Viacs off the table just for funsies. Just be like, we're done. Oh, Verizons are now up 8%. That's kind of fun. VZ might be the most boring stock I've looked at. Yes, but if it does move, the premiums will just spike. Like if this goes green, 16 cents, the premiums will just explode a little bit. Like this could go for like 100% if it just goes floop right up, which it could. Like if Verizon ends up going green, I mean, that could be gnarly. Yeah. Also, if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream just helps out a whole lot with the overall algorithm. Thank you guys so much for showing all the support recently. It's really, really cool. Thank you guys. 15% on Verizon. There you go, buddy. I mean, what are mine at? Probably 10% here. Let me look. That's 7.81%. Not bad. 27% on Viacoms. That kind of sucks. Those were up decent. Finally said F Robinhood after not having my options closed. Webull doesn't let me down. There you go. DM Ohio. Damn DO calls. Yeah, I bet they're gnarly right now. Verizon. All right. Now the Verizon calls. Every penny it starts to move up, the premium just goes whoop, right up. Oh, here it comes. All right. Verizon looking good. Spy's trying to get a move here. Oh, here comes Verizon. That could be a good one. Viac, what are we doing over here with you, big guy? BBIG cross on the 5-minute. There we go. No, not on what I have. Amy coming back up too. 1612. Spy, come on. All right, I might take these Viacoms soon. Viac. Viacom has solid upwards trend line. Yeah, it's just kind of hanging out. Way to go, STV. Benny, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. You are the biggest streamer live right now on AMC. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think I'm the only one, aren't I? Am I the only one watching? Let's see. T is awake. I mean, Verizon got a pop here. Now it's coming back down. Where's T? T's doing similar moves. T might be the winner out of this one. I don't know. We'll see. 27% on Viac. That's not terrible. Alligator Tooth on AMC. Where? All right, 1610 over here. T's coming back up. Spy's trying to make a little bit of a move here. Yes, you are. That's why we love you. Christian, thank you guys. I am about to disappoint a lot of you guys, though. So I am about to go off for lunch. I'm going to be back on at 1:15 though. So I don't want anybody to freak out. I will be back on at 1:15. I'm going to schedule the stream right away. But I do have to go and get lunch. I could, yeah. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go off for now. On your way out, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. We do have some plays kind of cooking over here. It's very possible that I sell the Verizons and Viacoms on my break. But I am about to hop off. I'm going to schedule the new stream, and then I will be right back on at 1:15 for the last couple of hours of the day, 2 hours and 45 minutes. So thank you guys so much for all that support that you guys have been showing me recently. It's really awesome. I'm going to go hop in the Discord for a little bit. So if you want to go hang out with me, the free link is up in the top. Also, if tomorrow, I think a lot of people are going to be joining to the premium because you're not going to get double charged. So go check it out. I'm going to be in there for a little bit, watching some stuff sort of play out. And yeah, guys, thank you guys so much. That was an awesome stream this morning. We're all crushing it today. So other than that, guys, thank you for another stream. Let's see some boom boom candles and peace.